No way. We can totally do this in about 40 minutes. Let's go!
I could probably do Street Fighter in 1 minute. Ladno
Do
beats
you?
Doom. Ladno beats Doom. That's
Oh,
the entire year of Irish Street Fighter right there.
Yeah.
in terms of Doom's life, that's his life condensed into. Well, that was actually more like 20 seconds.
Mm.
Damn.
It happens every tournament. I don't know how many SF finals came down to Ladno v Doom this year, but it must be in the region of 10.
Not to jump ahead, but I do remember at Erdicon I was sitting behind you, and that was exactly what was happening, and I could almost feel the sadness emanating from you to me, who's sitting behind you, just going, "Oh, come on, dude, come on."
I'll,
Yeah.
I'll, I'll, oh no, I won't go on about that because we'll probably be talking about Erticon at length later. But yeah,
It's a
okay.
happy day. You got to watch Doctor Who.
Doctor Who, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. But again, let's talk about that when we get to Erticon.
Yeah.
Because I
Exactly.
could talk about Erticon for 45 minutes on its own. I'm sure you could too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say yes, you could.
Maybe not specifically about Marvel, but Erticon in general.
Yeah, of
Exactly.
course. So, kicking off podcast number 2, the recap of the year. We're gonna start from January and go all the way down to December.
Because as we all know, the year starts with January, so naturally that should be
Yes,
the first
the
one.
recap will. Yeah, but sometimes communities start late. Sometimes. But oddly, this year, 2013, for randomselect.ie, we started very early, starting from January, Day of Champions A, January 5th. So 5 days into the new year, we had our first tournament.
Ooh.
Yeah, very, very early event. Details of the tournament were kind of scarce, actually, on the board itself. From what I remember, though, would you recap
If
do you remember much of the first tournament, Doom, in January?
I remember a significant amount about the Street Fighter side of this one. Rugal was back in Ireland. You know fake Rugal?
New.
No, he's a boxer player. He would have been one of the best players in the north. He's dead sound, and he emigrated. He didn't. Well, maybe he did emigrate. I think he was originally from China.
Yeah.
He's over there living now. He's one of the Belfast lads, Belfast crew. He ran a lot of their tournaments, and I think it was his loss that actually pretty much finally killed the Belfast scene because no one else seems to have taken up running tournaments after him. But yeah, he was back. That was the tournament that guy was over from France, Old Dreddy, El Dreddy,
Yes.
Rufus player, and I think the final was me versus Ladno.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, that
What
was
a
the street.
twist!
Hmm?
What
It's a
twist.
horrible pun.
Yeah, and oh, this was also the tournament. I don't just know this. I happen to look into my videos. This was the tournament that you, Lee, made that interesting video about Onion.
Huh?
I did a
Do you remember
video, I
that?
don't
The
know.
one where you're like, you used last year's year in review video, and you made a little kind of a little promo vid.
Yeah, the promo bit of oh, you mean whenever you done the taunt?
Yes.
Yes, the taunt. And then and then Nutrient took front stage with his
Yeah.
very
In the
facial
end,
reaction.
yeah, yeah.
Oh.
That was the
In,
best.
No,
in the
not
end,
looking back.
neither of you made top 3 in this particular tournament. Funnily
Wow.
enough, it was Rara and Nutrient and someone else.
Oh yeah, that's when I done
Yeah.
my Haggard 36. Oh, I was godlike. I remember that.
Oh, it was
Yeah,
awful.
it was actually
Yeah.
it was a really fun because the room in the Clarence is so cool. It makes for fun tournaments. I think it's because there's room, but it's still kind of small, so we're all near each other. So
You're kind of forced to watch.
yeah, but
You know,
people
that's
were
not
making
necessarily
handmade
bad.
signs and everything, and it was one of the first tournaments where I had a webcam. So there was people like with handmade signs calling people frauds and everything, and Nutrients reaction and all that happened.
That wasn't exaggerated at all. That was legitimate, 100%.
Yes,
Well, it was a video, Nutrients. How do you exaggerate it?
exactly. It
Screw
only
you
caught,
guys.
it only caught the truth. It was amazing. It was fine.
This was also a tournament where, right, in the thread you can go look it up. I go on a bit of a mad rant because there's a Tekken tournament in the middle of the day, and it was the only tournament that was on PS3, right? So
Yes.
this is before I had stripper. Because recording things was very different a year ago till it was now. I had to basically had to take apart the recording setup I was using and put together a new one on the spot for the PS3. And then we got Tekken going, and then none of the Tekken lads would do commentary.
How
And
resourceful.
I kind of lost my head then.
I remember that. You were actually quite flustered. Or, sorry, is that the word? Maybe infuriated.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I put in to get out to work. I put in serious effort, and it was like, lads, the least you could do is do a bit of commentary. To be fair, the next tournament after that, there was like a line of Tekken people waiting to do commentary, so
I wonder why.
they didn't take it
Well,
the right way. So
I'm surprised that they weren't more excited to do commentary. Everyone else in every other game always wants to do commentary. Always.
yeah, it's a weird thing. I think maybe it's the other games people are now used to commentary and what it entails and blah blah blah. Whereas it might have been a lot of people who were there for Tekken just
play.
yeah, they were just there to pay. They didn't know what the story is with attending a tournament. And, you know, some people just don't like doing commentary. Like, we're never going to get Fergus on commentary for every match, you know?
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Every game's got that. You're right, though. Like, Ben for Marvel, Lar for MK, well, they'd never do it. Well, Ben, you could get Ben to do it, but one guy in MK, he'll never commentate. And he'd probably be the most entertaining person to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So you feel
Ben's
like it's a
happy
lost
enough to
opportunity.
commentate,
Huh?
as far as I know. Ben's happy enough to commentate for Marvel, as far as I know.
Yeah.
You have to offer him the mic, but he will sit down. He'll commentate.
Yeah, so there are people who are like, let me commentate!
Yeah, there's always
That's Marvel in a nutshell.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd done pretty good in my match, and well, I could have done a lot better, but I had a lot of fun. And it's like, back to the match.
I never
Yeah,
liked that. Fuck
there's
that.
stuff going on here.
No, every time I get on the boots, it's just because I lost. I have nowhere else to go.
Eh.
Oh, I'll sit here and vent for a bit, guys.
Let's be honest, though. I mean, come on, Tekken. Well done. Yeah, he punched him. Not so sure where to go from here.
Is this happening?
That's the thing, like, if any of us get stuck commentating on another 2D match, you can go like, ooh, that looked like a sick mix-up. Ooh, did you see that reset? When you're watching Tekken,
yeah, you can always ask questions about the game, because I'll just throw it out here. I have nothing against Tekken. I just have no idea what's going on.
yeah, I really don't either. And what happened at this particular tournament is there was 3 or 4 Street Fighter guys, and when I said to Street Fighter guys, look, I know you don't know anything about this, but I'm really stuck. They won't do anything.
Oh, man.
Right? So it ended up with Street Fighter commentary, and then we had people going, oh my god, these commentators are so terrible, in the comments on YouTube. And you know what I'm like when people insult people on YouTube, I generally take them to task in a kind of a, well, these are my boys, so don't be insulting them way, you know, like they were doing me a favor.
You pick up the white shiny armor and you stride out. And
you have to go to war, you know. But it led to a situation where you know, the Tekken people were like, the commentary was terrible, and I was like, it's your fault. The commentary is terrible. Who do you think does the commentary? It's you.
You did this.
You did this. Yeah. I was watching Star.
Any of the Tekken players, are they own owners or anyone that's from the past scene? Or are they all new? Who are the Tekken scene?
Well, there's one you might have heard of called Fergus.
Yeah, he doesn't really play Tekken.
My God.
He's
Anytime I've ever talked to Fergus on a point where he's not in the middle of a tournament match, he's probably playing Tekken.
That's true. There's Kuratao. Kuratao is mainly a Tekken player, despite everyone thinking he's a Mortal Kombat player.
Yeah, he's quite new though.
Yeah.
You're talking about proper old school.
Yeah, I'm like thinking about, well, I'm looking at the Tekken scene, and I remember hearing a while back that there was a Tekken scene engraved into the scene, but they kind of prefer to play in their own locale, like a house, or to have their own events. But the people, it's kind of a blend now, a mix of new and old. It seems, but I don't see any. I don't know.
You see, I don't want to be insulting, but like, I've seen so many players for so many games that I don't play, that the original gang of Tekken players that I met have all kind of blurred into
disappeared.
Yeah. The only one was the Witch. The Witch was a Tekken player. Is a Tekken player.
Oh yeah.
So, and he's older. He's older schooler than I am. So
what?
True OG.
Yeah, true OG. You know,
what?
like.
Oh really?
Yeah, well, he was playing Soul Calibur, part of an Irish scene, before I was playing Street Fighter and part of the Irish scene.
Does not look it at all.
Yeah, he's been around a long time playing FGs. So, like, I mean, he would probably be the original OG of the Irish Tekken scene. So.
Whoa.
I don't like using that term.
OG. Yeah, well, it's a lack of a better term, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh. Anything else about the Clarence Day of Champions 8 tournament?
Oh, well, MK was there as well, but we actually kind of... The tournament ended at like 7 o'clock for Doom and the rest, but MK stayed to play their own tournaments. It was a bit of a weird experience. They they stole a corner of the Clarence and decided, we're going to finish this. And everything got packed up. It was literally an empty room, except one corner divided with 5 players, 2 chairs, and hype that contested the whole tournament itself, encapsulated into one game. They were hyped for that.
I remember seeing that the crowd was going like crazy in the corner.
Yeah.
And I was sitting in literally the opposite corner, you know, where all the recording setup was, as I was breaking it down, going, wish I was recording that.
You know, for a game that's about disemboweling everyone else's entrails, they're a very happy, friendly bunch of people.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they're the boys. I used to, like, whenever I used to be setting up, if I had my own speakers with me, you know, usually I play the Guile theme just for myself. But if there's a Mortal Kombat tournament on, I always put on the Mortal Kombat theme. Just because I like seeing them all go, Mortal Kombat! to each other.
Yeah, Steve's probably like the most reactive to anything MK related. Oh, he starts dancing and stuff. It's awesome. One man, 3 layers.
I almost feel sorry for them that Injustice has divided their community in two. Like,
yeah, it's really dramatic. You're right. It's completely divided down the middle. A lot of the northern players, Razor, Spud, who's Death Rider from the north, they don't want to play Injustice. They don't like it. So disembowelment was what was keeping them around. Considering the balances of Injustice compared to MK, MK was a 2-player game. Like literally, you could pick Cyrox or Cabal. 2-character game, literally. Yeah, compared to this. But I think that's pretty much all of January, wasn't it? Just the one event. Ladno, yourself, all the 8 guys. Typical tournament of the year, wasn't it? Nothing stood out, really.
Nothing strange or unusual there. All
Just
right.
a different venue.
Yeah, and the venue is cool, and I'd like to go back there sometime. Just
okay. I think we can consider January captains, though.
It's too warm. I'm going to bring a fan and we have to go there again.
Yeah.
True, yeah.
Okay, so for the recap of 2013, we'll move on to February, which had, again, one tournament, which was in the same venue, Road to Cannes on the 9th of February, which was a pre-setup for getting people to Cannes. WGC for March, I believe was. So,
we had seat points for Cannes off this.
Yes.
So it was serious business.
And that was negotiated with Kermit Tengu, right?
Yeah.
So how did that event pan out? Again, results I couldn't find them on boards. I'm sure they're definitely there, but
I'm just guessing now. But I think the final was me versus Ladno.
Damn, Jesus.
Who won, Brian? Brian, who won out of you and Ladno?
Brian won, obviously.
Well, first off, tell us who came second first, because I think
this might have been the final that took like half an hour because he kept fecking around with. He kept picking other characters, and I just bodied all the other characters until he went Cody, and then bodied me. Were you doing a Cody impression? That sounded exactly like him.
It was.
I was just bashing how bad they were earlier on.
No, Brian, I was just trying to say if you were okay. You just heard that because you got mental.
Okay.
But I do know the rules were similar to a DOC. First term of start at 1 o'clock being Marvel, and throughout the day we had BlazBlue and Melee and Injustice, along with AE and Marvel. Melee only started from this year, wasn't it? What happened? When did Melee just start coming back all of a sudden? What was that all
I think her dead idea of stomping his foot down is like no more. This is gonna start happening. So he kind of threw himself out on a limb to ensure that Melee was out in every tournament in some way or form, and then people from the north would come down, and it actually got quite a lot of numbers. So,
oh, that was right. Yeah, there was a couple of tournaments where we actually had like, proper big figures for Melee.
What that wasn't at the Road to Cannes, was it?
I don't think so. I don't recall there being a.
No, that was later on. That was later on in the year after he came back.
The one thing I noticed about the event was we did get UK players coming over for this. I think one was Systematic, who was, I think he was from Manchester, I think. Could be wrong. But he jumped across the pond to come to one of our tournaments. That doesn't happen very often unless it's in one of our annual events.
What, for Road to Cannes, or was that the...
Road to Cannes, yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, that's right. Okay.
Was Systematic at it?
Yeah, he was at it.
Okay. I don't recall him, but please don't take that as an insult, Systematic. I know he's coming over to this year's.
Yeah,
so,
he's coming this year.
Yeah, so
Man,
I'll shake his hand.
He's awesome. He can't play Marvel, though.
He plays a very annoying Balrog in Street Fighter, though.
As far as I know, he plays Street Fighter really fucking well, so that's what he's going to be practicing in.
Yeah, nice.
Come over and practice, and I'm like, practice Marvel? It's like, haha, no.
Yeah. But Road to Cannes was really just... more of a practice event really for all the Irish scene, because we always try to get better when we go to Cannes each year and try level up, and up to when we get there, I think everyone done much better than we anticipated.
We certainly did much better than we did the year before. Let's put it that way.
I can't believe the amount of like almosts I got. Like I almost beat Dominion. I almost beat Mago.
Yes, but that's the comeuppance. You weren't there for Italian Sim.
I heard about this, but I still don't know the full
Hearing
story.
it does not fulfill what happened. You had to see.
Basically, will I tell the story?
Go ahead.
All right. Basically, we got the Italians in the first round of the World Cup last year.
Okay.
Right, and we had Jun and we had Ladno, and Jun was playing Akuma, and the first up was a Sim, and the idea was that like of the 5 players we had, me, Jun, and Ladno were the stronger ones, with no insult meant to the other players in the team. So the idea was that I'd go out first, and I'd hopefully take out 1 or 2 of them because they'd put out their scrubbier players first, and then we'd have all our killer players with good setups and stuff as anchors. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
Right. What happened was we won the toss, so we knew who they were declaring first, and they went Sim, and I went, lads, can't beat the Sim, send out someone else, because Guile in AE just doesn't beat Sim. It's one of those really, really hard matchups, you know.
Gotcha.
So I said, can't do this, send someone else out. So Jun goes out first. And Jun was playing Akuma, and Jun played one of the worst matches that I've ever seen him play. He got bodied. Right? And then the Sim marched through everyone else, got up to Ladno. I think Ladno took a round and was there like, oh, thank God Ladno's going to win. And then he choked as well.
Oops.
Yeah, which left me, and it just didn't end well. So basically we got bodied for free on our one appearance on the stream last year. Yay.
Oh, you had Aileen on the team, wasn't it? The team was completely out of whack as well.
Yeah, like it wasn't a proper full team, and it just didn't go well. I was actually feeling really, really bad on the day because, like, you know, no one wants that to happen. And to be fair, Chunkus cheered me up. I give Chunkus a very hard time a lot, but Chunkus was there and he was like, you know, it's all right. Happens to all of us. The thing is, when you get beaten down badly like that, and I was properly beaten down, he said, when you get beaten down badly like that, the thing is it's how you pick yourself back up and how you react to it. Like, do you go, this game sucks, or do you give up, or do you decide I'm never going to a tournament again, or do you decide, well, you know, I'm just going to get better, and hopefully next time I get in a fight like this, it won't be so embarrassing. So I tried to apply that, and actually I think I have gotten better at AE in the last year. Like, I do setups and things now.
Wow.
I know.
That sounds really complicated. I just press buttons.
No, just press buttons.
So that was pretty much a rushed cap on of a World Game Cup 2013 in Cannes. So that's how that went last year.
That's 2012 I was talking about.
Yeah. So coming up to March, one topic does take precedence over Cannes for on a more personal level for Ireland. This was a goodbye and thanks for all the dive kicks. Misty's departure to Aussie land.
Yes.
So Misty Chaos left. For how long? I don't know. He's still over there. Still there.
They still have him hostage.
Yeah. Jesus.
We get to send over the evac. So.
I think there's only so long they can keep him before the Irish government's able to claim that it's an act of war. So
yeah, okay, get on.
But he's missed his Misty, you know.
He's missed, absolutely, yeah.
He did the best vlogs. His comic timing in them is unreal.
I remember some of them. Yeah, he recorded a train ride from the bed of himself waking up to the train ride to getting to Dublin to the event, going back on the ride to the house. He done all of it. It was done well.
the one you're talking about. He had this horrible train ride up to Dublin, and he was late to the event. But he just cuts to the moment when he finds out what group he's in. I think he had Blag, Cobblecog, and Azza in his group. I just
poor guy.
Look at his face when he finds out. It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
He's such a reactive player. Like when he does an AE Ultra, he'll perform it in front of you when he hits it on you.
Yeah,
that's the worst. He don't even.
He does the juice box like.
Yeah, and then the patented phrase, "You have been mystified." And yeah,
Oh Jesus!
you're left contemplating your life, your dress up, and everything. It's a pretty miserable experience. But hopefully you come back again, Misty. We can have another pint again. Hopefully less recording, but more enjoyment.
Yeah, I know he keeps an eye on the forum, so he'll probably hear this.
Ah, fantastic. Well, yeah, come back. We need another Misty, or we need another Yuri player, I think.
It's not fun performing the actual special moves in real life while it happens in game.
No,
So,
only one individual can perform that.
Please come back and do that. I don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah, you do have it. But yours is easy. Point your finger.
That was the one time. It'll never happen again.
Objection. Okay, so after that we had that actually happened. I think it was like the first or second day that occurred. Then we had World Game Cup 2013 in Cannes, which was from March 1st to the 3rd. Big event, probably one of the most momentous occasions we have through the scenes escapades throughout the year, really.
By far the most fun I've ever had with fighting games, personally.
This is the first time you went away, isn't it, Lee?
Well,
For the tournament.
I've been over to the likes of England, but I've never gone that
It's
far.
a different scale, isn't it?
It is a different scale,
Yeah,
and you know what?
SVP.
The biggest difference is whenever you go with a bunch of like friends that you know.
Yeah,
It makes it way better. Like,
I figured the event you went to would be fun. SVP is renowned for its fun.
SVP was fun the first time I went, but I had no idea what I was getting myself into. The second time I went, it was horribly organized. As simply as that's just what happened. It was badly organized.
Unlike that compared to Cannes. Cannes is fantastically organized. Plenty of players, easily in the hundreds for AE, including Marvel. Well, sorry, it gets really close to 100 for Marvel, but AE always has astronomical numbers for such a small event compared to America.
Yeah.
So it's a small event compared to America, but it seems to be the event that binds Europe.
Yeah. Like, how many players did AE get? I'm pretty sure they hit, like, one year did hit 200 in some.
One year, I think they hit the limit, the 256 limit. Like,
yeah.
I don't think it was quite that big this year. I think it was a little bit smaller, kind of to be expected when they didn't release any updates about a new version or anything like that. But but still in the hundreds, like it was still a massive tournament of humongous proportions. Like,
it had a very nice stage, and it had very nice setups for the headsets, and it's very professionally done.
Yeah, throughout the video, there will be probably like links or pictures put to the side of this video, but if in the podcast format, don't expect that. Just go search this title up in YouTube, you'll find it there. But referring just to the topics of it, we left really early for that event. It was from the 1st to the 3rd, but we left at like a Wednesday, didn't we? And just kind of gallivanted around Cannes, really.
There's only flights every second day from Dublin to Nice airport.
Oh.
So you can't just decide I'm going on the Thursday for the tournament on the Friday. And I don't think I want to, because the nature of my job, I know it's different for other people, the nature of my job is I don't really get long breaks very often from work. So I go, right, I'm taking a week off. I'm going to Cannes. I'm going to really enjoy it. I'm going to have a few drinks. I'm going to play some games with my friends, and I'm going to enjoy being in Cannes. So the actual tournament is only half of the deal for me, you know.
Yeah.
So
that was worth it. It was definitely worth going for the whole week, because you got to appreciate the tournament even more.
Yeah, and you got a couple of days to relax and kind of practice with your home dogs and everything. I'm never saying that again. But
it's okay, dude. We'll let that out. Don't worry about it.
But like coming early and everything, I think it really enhances the trip. Like even the year before, we had worst Keith ever in our room the night before, and we were chilling out talking to him, and he was talking about what I thought was hilarious. He said the term Irish model for the way tournaments are being run. The Irish model being getting people to bring their own setups instead of saving up for your own. Stuff like that.
Well, is that basically how it's done in other places?
No, well, like in the more professional places, you skim, say, 10% off the pot, and you gradually buy your own consoles.
Wow.
Yeah, but I mean, we kind of do that. Like nutrient saving up to go to Madagascar as we speak with our money.
Yeah. Almost there.
The whole what you call it? Whenever we got over to Cannes, who else? Who all went? It was myself, you, Nutrient.
Yeah.
Oh, a lot of people went, man.
AJ and Rach.
Old Trinity.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. All of
Oh,
Trinity College came, yeah.
The entire college.
yeah, it was very
Jesus,
busy.
Doyler.
John showed up late.
Yeah, he showed up on like the second day of the event.
Did he have the Louis Vuitton bag?
Yes, he did.
Oh, good man, John.
Yeah, John's got some feminine bag. We don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
Fergus. Everybody in Ireland. It seemed like almost everyone came. I can't think of many people that I know very well that didn't go. Our room had like 10 people
depressed.
in it. Huh?
Dominion was pretty depressed that Ladno didn't go.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
he was. We've even a video for him on Doom's
Yeah.
channel, with
Yeah.
me on the side.
What was Ladno's reaction to that video, by the way? I didn't get.
He basically couldn't believe I did it.
Ah!
Do you know what the story behind that was as well?
Wasn't there one last year?
Yeah,
Or
what
someone
happened
else?
was last year, Ladno said, I'm going for a walk, and he rambles off out of our room. And 2 minutes later, Chunkus, Reinhardt, and Mago come into the room.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Chunkus is trying to, Mago, I've got to get you to play this Cody player from Ireland. Right? So obviously, I start ringing the phone, going, Ladno, where the fuck are you? He left his phone in the room. Right? So Reinhardt and we're chilling with Reinhardt and Mago for a good 20 minutes, and they're like, listen, we have to go, lads, right? And we're like, yeah, okay. And 5 minutes later, Ladno comes back, and we're like, Ladno, oh my god. So I thought it'd be nice to show him that the year that he didn't come, we had Dominion chilling out in the room as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Ladno. Is he coming this year?
I hope he is. He has his own job and stuff now, so like I assume he'll be able to organise a few days off and do the whole biz with us,
Looking at that video, I can't see Dominion.
Well, yeah.
That video is... I don't know if it's just the camera. Man, he's so dark.
Well done.
I'm not going there, Nutrients.
I'm not going there either. He's...
I'm just saying the lighting was not great in the room, and I did my best.
Man, no wonder they have Dominion mode in that game. Jesus Christ. I didn't play that game though.
It was
You know,
a difficult room to light. Let's put it that way.
Man, I can't see
I'm
it.
glad Dominion's such a cool guy because
Yeah. And
Yeah,
can
you
I
know.
just say that he really, really is. I got to spend about, I'd say, nearly 90 minutes chilling out in the room with Dominion this year. And, because Rachel was doing the research and he said he'd give an
Yes.
interview. And that
she's
lasted
still
for
doing that, by
about...
the way. She's still doing more. Is she,
she's a PhD, man. She'd be doing that for another 2-3 years.
oh my god.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right. I remember her telling me. I was so astonished that she had so much more to go.
Yeah. Anyway, we were talking PhD stuff for maybe 30 minutes, and then we had a few drinks, and he was talking Cammy matchup with him at one point. So it's not often you get to talk to the kind of premier guy who plays your character in the world for so long. But it really, for me, that was the absolute highlight of camp this year. Was getting to talk to Dominion. Was really, really cool.
It's pretty surreal because I really liked the way that I was able to play against another Beautiful Joe player that's seen as oh my god, Dominion, Beautiful Joe, boomerangs all over the place.
Yeah.
I
That
got
was the day you learned how to tiger knee boomerangs. I remember that.
I did. I played against
I have-
Dominion and he destroyed me, and I was like, okay. And I went back to my room, and Nucci was like, okay, we're going to learn this, Lee. And I'm like, yeah, fuck it. And I fucking learned how to do it, and I came back, and I was like, thanks.
That's funny because I did notice your Beautiful Joe has transmogrified 100% since.
It didn't really take long. It took us about 2 minutes. I was like, nah, target knee.
About
Da!
2 minutes.
And he's like, oh, that's how you target knee. Oh, got it. All right, let's go. Improved.
Well, actually, it
It's
isn't even
changing
a
your
tiger knee.
game plan, how you attack it.
Yeah, it isn't the tiger knee though. It's just a jump and then a very quick charge. Well, you can't tiger knee it, but you're going to have to jump forward if that's the case.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I've definitely it's not 100% boomerangs, but there's a lot of boomerangs in there as a result. And then whenever I learned the combo, I was like, oh, maybe I'll upload a new combo that I found with Beautiful Joe, and I was like, maybe nobody will care. And then Dominion sent me a tweet saying, I'm looking forward to seeing this combo, and I was like, oh fuck. I have to upload.
He hasn't forgotten.
I know.
He also I don't know if you caught that tweet he's said he's hoping to come to Ireland next year.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I remember that. That was very just after the event, wasn't it?
Yeah, to take all our money.
Yeah. Wait, did he say that?
Well, no, he didn't say to
Or did
take
we
all.
we just know that and he didn't?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because we're pretty clear he will take off our money.
Yeah, because he's like Dominion and stuff.
Yeah.
So, how are we going to approach this? I have about 10 stories I could tell about the World
Yeah,
Game
no,
Cup.
this is going to be a big anecdote.
Well,
Fucking hour.
represents
Hmm?
We've already said several, and we're not into
But that's
the
not even. That's a
nitty of it.
scraping the
Yeah.
surface, though.
Yeah, that's like I mean, there were so many marquee like moments this year at the World Game Cup for me on my own, let alone like I know you, Lee. You've as you said, you had a lot of firsts.
Oh my god, yeah, I know. It was crazy. It was absolutely, it
Hmm.
was fucking surreal.
I mean, maybe we can go at it. I don't think we can go at it by days. That'll be too hard, like Friday, Saturday,
Oh, there's no
Sunday.
I
point.
can't
Just
even remember.
And yeah, neither can I.
it's all a blur. Just mention what you can remember.
I guess just going purely from media footage that we have, we had a recording with Doom and Dominion in the room,
Yes.
giving a message to Ladno. Small vlog I done. That was just over the course of 5-10 minutes. We encapsulated a bit of the room antics. A few pictures, I guess, but I have no idea where any of these pictures are of the event itself. I guess the best way to tackle it is the first day we went to the event, I suppose. Because just before that, we were just really relaxing, chilling out, having a few drinks, just having a laugh, really, as we
Having a
normally
few
do.
more
Thrown out of the
drinks.
hotel.
Yeah, I mean, so it was just
Oh
antics.
god, that's right. Oh, I hate that. I hate that whenever I'm in a room and all my roommates are making so much noise, and I can't keep them quiet. There's people right
Yeah.
at the
Yeah.
door.
Well, I'm not going to name any names, right? I had a lot to drink, right?
Oh.
And I was sitting there going, I wish these guys would shut up at one point.
Ouch.
Okay? Just going to leave it there.
Mm.
Well, you didn't have to say it because the hotel managers came up and started.
Thankfully,
threatening.
yeah.
The fish finger bit.
Oh, the fish finger bed was the best. I didn't even want to mention it. I thought it wasn't worth bringing up.
Yes, it is.
Doyler had to sleep on
Doyler
the fish
kicked me out of my room and put me into a fish finger bed. Miserable thing. Oh, Jesus.
There's like a small fold-out bed underneath
Yeah.
one of the chairs, and whenever it was all folded out, Doyler said, "This is a fish finger," because it looks like a fish finger. You know, whenever you take off all the crumbs.
Oh, all right.
Oh, my arms! I couldn't even keep my arms on the bed. I was trying to do like the whole count, like sleeping
Yeah.
position. I couldn't do it. Like, fall off the bed.
It was hilarious because I mean, everyone as a kid they would always take the crumbs off and see the perfect white tiny rectangle.
Yeah.
That is the fish finger, and that's exactly what the bed looks
Yeah.
like. And
I
it's-
remember, yeah, we had one of them in our room as well.
It's pretty close to skill.
Did you
too.
put the largest
It's-
person in the room onto it? Because that's what we
Yeah,
did.
well, like, how do you define the largest person in a room that has me and Aaron in it?
Oh, yeah, Jesus Christ. Aaron's a big guy. Fucking hell.
Yeah,
I did.
there's no
so
way.
for next time.
Yeah, there's no way he was sleeping on that. So they got the room. I was on the couch, not the fold away thing.
Yeah. So really, yeah, I don't know. Pretty much talking about room antics. I guess that would come into stories, but that's all before the event. It's a bit in the middle of the event where we start spreading out from our own scene and interacting with the French, Greek, UK.
There's Italians as well, wasn't there?
I think. So. Oh yes, Italians came to our room, but we,
Yeah, someone
was that
remembered
Italians
me
or was
because
that
of
not-
Irish Sim.
yeah.
Italian Sim, like.
Oh, yeah.
But this year though was different though, because we were prepared. We had a lot more players. Just naming a couple of the players of the top people that we had over. I think Doom,
Bumford
you know
was there?
all of the AE players. Ladno came over this time.
He wasn't here this year.
Was he not?
No.
What do I
but
feel?
wasn't he-
Oh wait, who came? Bloody
Wasn't there a dude called Bumfood?
Bumfood.
Oh yeah, Bumfood was from. Yeah, he's from another country, but he was. He hangs around the IRC,
Zangief
so
player.
in
He was-
AE. But sorry, go on.
No, that's all I was having to say.
Yeah.
It was just a Zangief player that played AE,
Yeah.
and he showed up to him.
Oh,
In
if
AE
anything, I think AE was just a stronger group of people, wasn't it this time? We actually had a full team for the 5v5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's in the AE tournament. It's in the World Cup tournament. We got our first win by a bye,
Yeah.
so we got through the first round without having to lift a finger. And then the second round, we got Japan,
Oh, yeah. I remember
and
this.
we didn't lose miserably against Japan, which
It was pretty
losing
awesome.
miserably against Italy versus taking off 2 players from Japan. That's definite improvement.
Definitely.
And
I would like to say one of my highlights was watching AJ take on.
Itabashi Zangief.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. It was great. It was great fun.
What's crouch medium kick?
That was a great fight. He was so unlucky to lose it.
I know. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there, but go
No,
on.
no. But a funny story about that, right? Going from that absolutely awesome experience playing Team Japan, and I remember Doyler saying, Doyler went first anecdote from that, right?
Oh.
Doyler sits down to play and he sees Taquito leaning over into the Roses player's ear and start giving him the voice, and he said, like, you've no idea how intimidating that is.
Because he really looks up to
Taquito, yeah.
Taquito, yeah. He really does. He loves watching his Nakumo. Like, whenever it was like, and now, Taquito, and then, like, Doyler literally grabs us and it's like, we're watching this. And he sits us down, and then we all sit down and watch Taquito play.
He's my favorite Japanese player too, I have to admit, like, just because he's cool. Like, and anyway, other than that, the next day when we went to the AE tournament, in the first round, I sat down against this guy, and he was, I think he was French. He was like, you from Ireland? And I'm like, yeah. He was, oh, I saw your Ryu player. He's so good. I play Ryu too. And he picks Ryu, and I went, oh yeah, do you? Yeah. I live with him, and I pick Guy all the time. Let's go. You should have look on his face.
I live with that guy. So yeah, because I my knowledge is lacking, but basically an unexperienced Ryu, it's like a nightmare for him, right?
Yeah.
So, but if he knows the gun matchup, it's pretty alright.
That's like, I would be of the opinion that the more experience the Ryu has, the better the match goes for Ryu. Like, if you have two people who don't know how to play a game, Guile versus Ryu, it's pretty heavily in Guile's favor. Because all he has to do is Sonic Boom and anti-air correctly, whereas Ryu has to find ways to get damaged. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so in this case, it was us 10-0 for you, I guess.
Yeah. Like, he was mind-effed before he started.
I'm sure that's a matchup that's turned a lot of people off Street Fighter, to be honest. Just learning the game.
I'm pretty sure it has, yeah.
Sonic Boom. I'm done.
We did pretty... Like, we represented relatively well in the main tournament as well. I can remember when everyone else had been knocked out, there was me and Jun sitting there waiting for our next matches, and I kind of worked it out, and I think we were in top 32.
Oh, that's good going.
Yeah. And, like, I lost to Taquito, which, it's going to happen. And I lost to a Blanca as well in the end, which is a rough enough match for Guile, but it was no slaughter or anything. But I'm Still the Daddy was watching with me, and then we got Pally with I'm Still the Daddy for the next day, and I had such a laugh with him. At one point, we were in whatever Marvel room after, and I was there with I'm Still the Daddy, and I have a tiny bit of French, enough to maybe string a sentence or two together, but I seem to have told him that I speak French. And then I was just telling him complete rubbish and telling him, yeah, this is a sentence in French. I just bullshit, like, just complete rubbish. And then we'd send him off to say it to a French person.
As you do.
As you do. Like, Doyler has other funny stories about I'm Still the Daddy Wash. I'm not going to repeat.
Yeah.
No.
He's definitely a comedian. Fun guy to be around.
All right, one last story from me about World Game Cup, and then I'll let you talk about your World Game Cup.
Sure.
Okay.
Right? Was everyone knows, I assume everyone who's watching this knows about Focus, you need to study more.
Yes.
It's linked. It's already linked.
Yeah. So I went up to Taquito. I had to play him. I knew I had to play him. And I said, hi, Taquito, you have me next. He's like, all right. And I said, do you remember Fergus? You need to study more. And he goes, yes, Fergus.
Huh?
And I was like, there he is.
Oh.
How did that go? What? How did that go? It's like, it just went, oh, hi.
Yeah, basically just, oh, hi, because, Fergus and Taquito.
I expected
But what was gas as well was, there's another Taquito moment, was, because Taquito's just the best. There's this really funny moment, and Dave was filming me, and I knew I had Taquito next, and they were like, how'd you feel about playing Taquito? I'm like, yeah, I have to play Hound and Doyler. Taquito will be no problem. You know what I mean? Like, you'll be free. Taquito was standing right behind me. And when Dave realized Taquito was there, instead of panning the camera, he turned it off.
Wow.
It would have been the best, absolute best video ever.
Oh, look, he was probably like giving the murder face and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
But yeah.
Oh, that's the worst. And, like, the worst thing you can do whenever you're trying to record stuff is quickly turn the camera off, because you're like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
And
you should always catch
better
the
stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that was my World Cup anyway. So shoot, whoever's next.
Oh, that's pretty much quick. I guess we can interchange. I guess Lee, me, and yourself. My story's not too long, but I guess I'll just go over how the tournaments I participated in went. Marvel, I think I came maybe top 32. I can't even remember. I got destroyed by nothing but zeros this year. This was the year of the zero. It was horrible. Out of the best of three, the first match I had was against Bubbleland, and the way that went is, you know the way Marvel is 3-5. Well, he thought it was best of three, so how it went was he won his 2 games and said, "Okay, nice game," and stood up looking for the organizer. And hey, wait a minute, Marvel, that's bullshit. And I was like going looking for the organizer. Okay, is this best of 3 or 5? And he goes, "Oh, it's 3-5. It always is. America makes sure we always follow their rules." I was like, "Yeah, we only done 2 matches." And he's like, "Find Bubbleland and complete your set." And how that all ended out was 3-2. So I at least had a nice chance to kind of redeem it, but I almost at the same time lost to an inconsistency of rules.
Damn.
Hard to hear that.
It broke the flow. You were ready to make
Pretty
the
much,
three game in a row comeback, and then it's just like, wait.
I was kind of happy as well, though, because it kind of reset my mind as well. Because when he said, "Oh, we're done, good game," and I was left to ruminate a bit, I got to stand. I stood up and just double checked. I didn't think he was lying. I thought it was very suspicious. Now I know I kind of came off and said, like, "He's a liar." No, I was kind of like, "Oh, okay, maybe it was just best of 3 or best of 3, I guess, or whatever." Best of 2, sorry.
I don't think anyone would get very far with trying to say that. Oh no, I'm done.
Yeah, so I just thought it was 2-3, not 3-5. So I was like, all right. I'll just go double check as I'm giving the rules. Like, yeah, he won 2-0. And I was like, how did he win 2-0? And then that's when that came out. I was like, oh, I haven't had a chance to not get knocked into losers yet. And I still did, but fighting for my life anyway. So it was good to have the opportunity to at least go at it again with a different mindset.
Yeah.
So that was Bubbleland. Played another match against another zero player. Who was it? Actually, that was that knocks me out of the tournament now. That was the 3rd match. The 2nd match, I had to fight Force Edge, who was an Irish Marvel player.
Oh.
So he walked over thinking, "Oh, what's up, Lucian? I'm just having my match now." I was like, "Oh yeah, that's me. Me and you were playing." Yeah, Force Edge. Yeah, that's me and you. Me and Trinity. Let's go. Charging Stardom to death. Then he got knocked out to losers, I believe. Then I had to play another zero, and I lost. And it was like, screw this. Zero's bullshit. Worst game ever. And moved on my merry way. And then there was only 2 tournaments I entered in, which was Marvel singles and a 3v3 with yourself and Doyler, which the team was called, God, I can't remember now. You remember the name, don't you, Lee?
Oh, it was like Avengers, wasn't it?
That's a crap name. No, it's something good.
What?
That's a terrible name.
It was like Ace Attorneys or something like that.
Stars and Pipe or something.
No, the one that you wanted to use was Red Pipe and Blue.
Red Pipe and Blue, that would have been awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we'll use that next time. If all 3 of us are going, if we want to be in the same team, but you could mix it up. If that's the case, I will insist that we use that name this time around.
Yeah, because our name was meant to comprise of Hager, Captain America, and Phoenix Wright. So I mean,
yeah. I think it was something like Ace Avengers.
Yeah, we had a lot of variety to go with, even alliteration names like that. We had a lot to work with, but that went very well actually at first. And I'll let you take the part after the first set and talk about how that went. Yeah, sort of the first match of the 3v3, 3-0 the team. I think it was myself that 3-0 the team.
I got no. They beat me because I went first, and then you saved the day.
Ah, right, yes. And Dora was just like lost somewhere, parading around.
He was just like running around with the little spinny thing.
Yeah, just for anyone's information, Dora at this point was just playing AE at the time, so he was kind of like the stocking stuffer for our team, and the name would have been terrible without his fantastic team layout. So he was off gallivanting, I don't know, eating marshmallows or...
He was fucking watching. He was watching it.
Sure?
Yes, he was.
Pretty sure we had to go find him for that, though. Did we?
We were both watching, and we were both hoping that you would win, and you did. So we were both delighted.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry. We were there.
All right. So it went from that to the first, and I think it was the second match. Was it the second match that led to our demise?
Yes.
Okay. Would you like to take that then?
I got post-traumatic stress disorder. I can't remember anything.
What? Well,
no,
we had an interesting team to play against.
We got to play against Dominion and his posse.
Yeah.
But I can't exactly remember how it went on. I think I went first.
I remember what happened. Dominion saw you beat someone, and then he went, I'm going first because I want to play that guy.
Okay, yeah, it went on like that, and it was very fucking close because I had him in a killing combo that I could have finished, and I dropped the easy. It was literally day one Dante. I totally choked to the extreme, and to be completely fair, I did play against Dominion later on that day, and he like 10-0'd me or something, and it would have went very differently if he knew the kind of like random red hot kick dive that I did at the start in our first fight. It's just, I even got tournament mode, and Morgan just Morgan me to death.
Yeah, because
And after that, can't remember. I can't remember after that.
I just think the way it went, I think it was me or Doyle went first, and it all came down to you. And yeah, it was just one of those clutch moments where, just turned out the wrong way, unfortunately.
Was I the last one on our team?
Yeah, you were.
Damn.
I think you were. And even if you weren't, Doyle was pretty much sealing the deal of, yeah, we're done. Because he wasn't playing at the time, and it was Captain America and Morgan.
Yeah.
No, not happening. Sorry, Iron Man. Tony, pack it up.
Damn.
Yeah. But, handshake was lovely. Dominion's got some of the most
Dominion.
memorable handshakes ever.
Oh my god! I mean, you know what? Every now and again, I'll just be like, "Do you want to know what it's like to shake Dominion's hand?" And they'll go to shake my hand and go, "Ah!"
It's like shaking a wet cloth.
No,
Because it's just very limp. Oh, it's so limp. But he's such a nice guy. This is what I was actually going to mention earlier, but I
know.
forgot it. He does not represent the American scene as they appear at all.
No.
He is one of the nicest. It was like more conversing with an Irish player, how timid he was and almost taciturn, really.
He's a pretty class act, basically. Yeah, he really is.
Yeah.
Great guy.
That being said, if he goes to shake my hand again, I'm going to shake his hand the same way, and it'll just be a clash.
It's horrible. Rubbing stumps together.
I hope he's not listening right now.
I'll remember that, Light Hero.
I hope he's able to go to counts again this time. If not, I'll probably see him at Evo.
Or he'll come here and we'll send him to your door.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hopefully he'll come over here.
Yeah, he's just knocking your door. I'm gonna light you up. Let's go. First 10. That won't go.
Lee,
well.
are you pretty much confirming you're heading to Evo this year?
No, I haven't confirmed it.
Evo,
But
yeah.
I'd really like to go, and I'm pretty sure I could go.
You could set up that Indiegogo that everyone's demanding
I'm
you
not
to.
gonna do a fucking Indiegogo. No way. It's not the money. It's a matter of like getting the time.
It's
to
principle. I get it. Yeah.
well, it's not even principle. It's like, can I go? And then my boss is like, no, and I'm like, yes, I'll slap him. And then I'll go.
Dublin.
Yes, that's right. They're all from Dublin. So it's for the Dublin scene. They'll be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, your fan base really wants you to go to Evo, and as do we all. But this
My family doesn't even know what I do.
this is the one year though we didn't actually have a go to Evo event, so Can was pretty much replacing that for our annual event.
So it's more it's a better thing. I think it's more realistic.
Yeah, like Can was basically our annual event for the year, hands down. But going off the Marvel 3v3 story, so knocked out that tournament.
Yes.
We all went off, played casuals. Just one before I let it on to you to give you a few of your own anecdotes. One of my favourite times I was there was playing Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Wait for it, I'm not done. And I was playing with Fergus, and just me and Fergus, and it was an empty little square area. It was very like 5 by 5 meters, just a bit of an empty space. About 8 setups lined up against the right angle of a wall, just lined up there. And me and Fergus were just playing, having some casuals. He was getting ready to go into the Street Fighter. I was also in the Street Fighter Cross Tekken tournament. So just those 3 tournaments. I was also in that, and we were just playing, and I was just getting my Relento pokes down. Jab, jab, jab. Make sure I got them consistent, because hard thing to do. Jab, jab, jab. 4 jab. So we played, and as me and Fergus were playing, a few players came over to watch a few of the games. First was Gamer B, who was taken by Fergus's Asuka. Then Mago came over from his shoulder. Then Takedo. Then Alion. And they were all watching us play Strecken, and I didn't know this. Fergus knew very well. He turned around like, oh shit. I was just playing like, you're getting bodied, Fergus. And I just I got like a perfect randomly against him.
No,
because he was just distracted. He was just watching them like, oh my god. So he gets up and he's like, I'm just gonna let his guy play. I'm like, oh, there's someone else here? Who? And then sits down to Keto, and I'm like, who's this? He looks a lot like the guy from Akira. Oh my fuck. So he puts down his nice little stick with the silent buttons, the new Mad Cat stick, and it's like, few games? Like, maybe. I'm looking at Fergus because he can play the game properly at a good level. I'm like, Fergus, she plays. I'm off Tekken. He goes off and plays Tekken. I'm like, that's where my hatred for the game started. Fergus abandoned me with Takedo to get bodied. Just left me alone. And it didn't go too badly, actually.
Oh, did he? Did it?
It didn't go terribly. Like, he's playing Nina, and it wasn't actually going too bad because he was respecting me as though I was fantastic at the game.
Yeah.
And I took a round out of 5 games. But other than that, decimation. And that's where Gamer B, Mago, and the rest of them were like, this guy's not very good. And they just slowly careen off to a Tekken setup to watch anything else. And then the one thing that was notable after I stood up, because Gamer B came back and was like, can I have some games? I thought he was going to give me advice or tell me, oh, this or that, you're doing it wrong. But he was just like, can I have games? I'm like, just one more. I'll play one more with Takedo. Got destroyed, eviscerated, and I stood up. And then Alion actually mentioned me and said, I'd like to play you in Marvel. Yeah, you're the Irish guy. Let's play some games of Marvel. I was like, sorry, gotta go. I'm stressed. And I walked off because I was confuzzled. I got destroyed in Strecken. But coming to the end of the set. So I walked off into the crowd to watch something else.
Nutrient dodge in those Marvel matches.
Man, I was stressed. It was awesome. That was really awesome though, playing Takedo, because that was a game I mained and loved. I feel like I would have had a tragic breakdown from how badly it went later. But
yeah.
No, it was pretty mellow, and they're respectable dudes.
That's a good highlight.
Yeah, it was amazing. Because then it comes down to the tournament later on, which I'll go into.
Yeah.
But you had a few experiences with Dominion Alion yourself, didn't you? Like away from the tournament in the event.
Well, I didn't get to play against Dominion before the tournament, but I was playing against Alion, and Alion was destroying everyone, and then I sat down and played a couple of matches, and I got to beat him. And then Doyle ran over and says, "Oh my god, you just beat Alion!" And I was like, "Who?" Oh shit! So I actually knew who Alion was after that, and I was really nervous the next time. I wish he never said anything. So really bad. It's insane the difference whenever you don't know who you're up against, and he's just like, "Oh, it's another guy, just play against them." But your whole mindset completely does a topsy-turvy reverse whenever you know that they're really, really good at the game, and they're always winning tournaments, and this is a big deal if you win. And it's like, nope, KO!
Yeah.
Fuck.
Damn. There's something definitely different. There's some celebrity icon. You're not even playing the guy, it's just his name. You're just fighting his name, really. You're like, I'm just fighting Alion or Dominion or fighting anyone.
There is an element of that. I mean, like, there is also, like, a lot of skill, but whenever you're trying to think, oh god, I should need to watch out for this and this and this, and then they can just capitalize on whatever fuck up you make.
Yeah.
Instead of the madness that is normally Marvel, where you just go and pressing buttons.
Yeah. Well, there was actually a moment where one of the setups was taking up a casual setup with Alion, and he was just playing everyone in Marvel. And yeah, Dorla came to my aid also. He was on an 8-win streak once I sat down, and I lost one game to Alion's Phoenix, Morgan, and Magneto. Then it went to 9 streak, and the second it goes to a 9, Dorla comes over. Man, you got bodied. I was like, what have I even done? So that was a different guy's streak. I just started losing, which turned out I ended up losing like 6 or 7-0. Very, very close clutch matches because Phoenix, being as she is, no health, you've enough to take one combo, then you die because Dark Phoenix is what she does. So they all came close enough, but he was definitely outplaying me throughout the entire set, to a point at which he got to like 26 games wins in a row. And in Marvel, that's a legitimate. You can't just get that. There's nothing random or there's no serendipity involved or entropy. That's just skill based. And then Doyle sat down with a game. I think he was slightly inebriated at this stage too, because he pulled out his Iron Man. He was playing a bit funny. Maybe it was after that, but he came.
Is there any other way to play him?
What?
Not Iron Man. Slightly inebriated.
No, I mean, I'm not kidding.
Well,
I mean, literally Doyle. I think he actually was.
We call the character Drunk Magneto for a reason, you know.
He drags
Exactly.
everywhere. Yeah, Jesus, dude's dashed, just slides everywhere.
Any other tournaments? Oh, there was the 5v5. Hang on. I'll just mention I got to play against Mago. It was Mago, yeah.
Yo,
It was
yeah.
Mago, yeah.
It was Mago, and it was first to 3, and I got 2 in a row, and then I choked really bad with Phoenix Wright, and I could have totally won, and then I didn't, and it was really sad. So that was that. And then there was the 5v5, which we'll talk about that, and then maybe that's enough about March.
Yeah, it will be. Going up, what was the last thing I can think of top of my head? Oh yeah, Strecken. I beat Takedo in Strecken. What else was there?
Did you?
Well, he got DQ'd.
Oh, okay.
So I took that as a win.
Right, you won by.
Yeah, but the thing about that was they registered me. Actually, that was the thing with the entire event. I almost didn't play in any of the tournaments that day because I was registered under the wrong name for some reason. I spent about 5 minutes at the booth talking with Kermit, like, what's up, what's going on? He's like, oh, you're not in the system.
Whoa. Speaking of, what about the seeding points? They didn't really work
I didn't
out
get
either.
seeding points either.
Yeah, I didn't get any seeding points.
Yeah, so even from before that, Road to Cannes, the seeding points were distributed a little oddly as, well, they weren't for the Marvel players anyway.
I thought the Street Fighter ones were distributed excellently.
Yeah. Well, I think it was just that they forgot, or there was just some mismanaging. Oh, because Voa said there was some weird information for Marvel seeding points. A was done splendidly, I believe, but I think Marvel was just, there was a little confusion behind it.
Mm-hmm.
So in the end of it, I had to re-register at the event under a different name, which I wasn't told I was under until later on when Strecken was going about, and they were calling my name, which is my last name, with a 16. So Carricker 16. Right. They're French. Now, this isn't going to commit the same. So I think they would call it out as Sariki 16, I think it was. And I had a match after Takedo got DQ'd. You know, I was like, oh yeah, I can brag about this forever, guys. Nutrient beats Takedo. Look on challenge, but under a different name. It's like, oh, that's not you. That's Shariki 16.
Oh, no.
Like, oh, that's my bragging rights. But even after that, like, I had a really rough bracket. It was Takedo, and my next match was Doyler, which I'll get to. And then after Doyler, I would have had to play Reinhardt or someone else who's like, the whole Strecken tournament was filled with killers. It was horrible. The way Takedo got DQ'd, he actually just quit. He was on stage in a 5v5 with a guy came over to him. He's like, nah, screw it, I won't play that. Because I think this is when he was actually giving tips for one of the team tournaments. So he's like, nah, just forget that.
He's probably playing the Irish team.
Probably, actually, yeah. Everyone was really busy, so we didn't all keep track with all the Irish guys. We were all doing our own things, so he could have been giving advice as I was over there, like, what's going on? So after that happened, then they were looking for me, but they were screaming and yelling. There was murder over at the Strecken booth, and I wandered over because I was looking for John at the time because he had a match to play with I'm Still a Daddy in Street Fighter. And as they're there, the Doyler comes over, like, man, I think I might go through again and have to play Reinhardt. And we were both excited. I was like, yeah, who are they looking for? There's this one guy they can't find, Sariki 16. I was like, what? And I read it, and he's like, Doyler, that's an Irish name, that's me. And then he snaps because I was talking to him right before they started announcing or started calling out the names. So the whole Strecken tournament was held up by me, not knowing that it was me being called the entire time for like 10 minutes. So then we played our match, and I lost miserably to Doyler, and then he stands up like, this game shit. And he just walks off. And then I don't know what happens to him for the rest of the event, but that's Strecken. That's how that went.
Fuck this game.
Yeah, so that was me done for all the tournaments. There's so many other small things that occurred at the event itself, but I can't think of any more stories personally for the event itself, other than when we got back from the tournament itself into the hotel rooms, when we started inviting players over, started going to other players' room, like the UK room, having our games, having some matches, some money matches even. Do you recall any special events had after the tournament in the hotel by any chance?
Honestly, I was in a Marvel room with a lot of money matches and stuff, with a lot of like Dominion was in the room and White Black and you know the proper heavy players. But that was the night that I decided that I was getting ossified and teaching I'm Still the Daddy French. So
everything was a haze after that.
Yeah,
it was the part where we went to the pub and you and Doyler and AJ had a ball, and then
that
just
was
stormed back into the building.
That was the first day, right? That was occurring while Nutrient was having his little story about Takedo and Gamerby.
Yes. Right.
It was the first day of the actual tournament. And I remember because I had walked in on that at the end. What had happened was, right, we were in a 3v3. And this was back in my I can't play Balrog phase when I used to have fierce trouble with Rogs. I have since learned the character to play somewhat. So I'm kind of gotten over that now. But at the time we were in a 3v3. And last year, myself and Ladno had bodied a 3v3. We got to the grand finals of our of our what do you call it? It's not group, but our subsection of the bracket. The name is temporarily escaping me. Anyway, we had to play Team Japan. Like we'd gotten that far that the only people to stand in our way were Japan, like in our bracket, in the final of the bracket. And along the way, like I'd OCV teams and Adno had OCV the team, and you know we had a great time last year in the 3v3, and this year was me and Doyler and AJ, and I was there like, yeah, let's do this, and first player on the other team was a Rog, and I was there like, lads, I don't like playing Rogs, and daughter was all like, "Yeah, rog free, I'll handle it." The two of them got destroyed by the rog. And then I got bodied, and I was there like, "Lads, f this noise. I'm getting drunk." And maybe 10 of us went straight over to the pub at 1 o'clock. We found an Irish pub directly opposite the venue, and
good.
we I'd say we got happy drunk though. Do you know what I mean? We were drunk, but we were having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was. It was a case of whenever we were like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I'm gonna go back there and kick all their asses." And we all just stumbled
And
back
that's
into the building.
exactly what didn't happen, but we did return to the building, and that's where I found new like Aliune and Nutrients
Yes.
and Gamer B and Taquito all just like hanging around.
Jesus.
I think I may have insulted Aliune by accident.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't even remember what it was I said, but
Do you sell vol-au-vents here? I've looked for them and I can't find any. That's pretty much just my entire time there. Asking for vol-au-vents. Couldn't find any. Bit bizarre, but however.
But there's a little clip of I'll link the the WGC
Yeah.
vlog. You know the vlog I did?
Yeah, I do.
Yes.
Yeah. So you can actually see us getting slowly ossified in that vlog.
Yeah.
There's footage from the pub. And you know what? That was a great pub, and they treated us really well. And we went back 2 or 3 times over the course of that
awesome.
week. And I intend to go back again this year if it's still there.
Absolutely.
We are going to the same hotel, right?
Yeah, probably. I probably won't get a 5-man room again because I'm old. So,
I can relate with that. That would be not a bad idea.
I can't really relate with that.
If you're bringing any consoles, bring them in secret.
Yeah, if one tip anyone going to Cannes, if you're going to let people know you have a console, be very wary who you're
Yeah.
telling
Yeah.
it to.
absolutely.
You'll get,
That would be,
unless you want everyone that is really popular there, but they won't ever leave.
Let me tell you, if you want everyone, then you've just got you don't know what you want.
Yeah, we had the entire, I think it was the Italian scene that came into our room, Lee, and we were just like sitting there watching from the table.
It wasn't even that bad because I mean
Yeah.
that was a small group and daughter was just sitting there getting a little bit angry and I'm like, "Fuck this! I'm gonna go beat them all and then get them out of here." And
Oh, but he did. Daughter got bombed.
yeah, he
I think
bullied
I'm
them all.
daughter got bopped and then he sat down and then he was mulling over it and then he went back and had a couple of games. But I mean that was a small example. There was the likes of the Marvel room where How to Read was staying there with Chrome Alchemist. They were up to like fucking
Oh, jeez.
2, 3, 4 in the morning. And you know, whenever you got a tournament the next day, and he's like, or even the last day, whenever it was up to like 5 or 6 in the morning, and he was like, "I have to get a plane tomorrow morning, and I can't sleep because there's 20 people."
20.
Like
Way
even,
more
you know,
than 20.
there was way more than 20, but whenever it was getting to the late part where he was trying to get everyone out, and there was still 20 left
Yeah.
who weren't meant to be in the room, and it was loud as hell. Like, how are you going to sleep through that?
Man, it was so loud. They had a beautiful view in the hotel as well. They had one of the penthouse rooms at the hotel. You could see the ocean, the mountains. It was a lovely view as well.
Speaking of though, highlight for me, literally the best part of my visit over to Cannes was my money match with Clutch. That was the best.
Jesus Christ.
I'm
You
so
popped
sad
off at
because
them. What the hell?
I did. It was the biggest comeback that I ever
dear.
made ever in my life. I had Beautiful Joe with no X Factor, and he had his whole team.
What are you blocking for? Why aren't you blocking that? Am I blocking now? Am I blocking now?
No. That's not what I said. But I mean, it was just like I beat him, and then I just jumped up and I touched the ceiling, and everyone was shouting like, "Yeah!" It was the best. I was so sad that Chrome Alchemist was recording it, and then afterwards he says, "No, the recording's corrupted. I can't give you it."
All the recordings that we're winning are always corrupted. Their one's
Yeah.
always fine. It's like, oh, came in HD quality.
Story of my life.
Got the Irish getting bodied. HD 1080p.
Well, I have an LGP now. Technically, I could bring a recording device and it wouldn't take any space at all.
Excellent, yeah.
I would take my well, just phone. Phone would be good. Oh wait, no, there's that nice camera that I got to.
Just actually going back to that match where Dorla got bodied, he did come back from that and win. Like, when he came back and he won, he said, "That guy was shit. I don't know how I lost." Just because he'll put my head off if I don't mention that. He did body the guy. I think it was like a Honda or a Bison or a Balrog. It was somebody. But he did win in the end.
It was getting annoyed because every time they would be playing against them, they would lose and then they would win. And the first game that they would win, they'd quickly get up happily and then say, "Arigato, arigato," and then wait for the next guy to come over and play. Yeah, I know. That's what they would say. So it's just like, "Ugh, these people, they're trolling me so hard."
So, What we'll do is we'll wrap up March in about the next 5-10 minutes, and we'll have a break, and then we'll continue this for however long it takes, I guess. Not a stupid amount of time, hopefully, but...
yeah, to be fair, I reckon the rest of the year will take as long as March will on its own.
Yeah. So we'll clear March even faster than 5 minutes. Anything off topic? There was a lot of fantastic bread romantics. A few videos will be linked here, showing a highlight of them. A lot of stuff at the event. Just going
5v5.
Yeah, technically.
The Marvel 5v5, that was never mentioned.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Just brushing over it as the two groups, which the main thing of the weekend what happened, there was usually two separate groups for AE, and one would go off and drink the sorrows and come back happier, and then play like Doyler going against F-Word, pretty drunk. God, it was a bit miserable to watch. Then coming back, cheering up the entire event. Then me, Lee, and a few others just chilling out, trying to find matches, which didn't go well. But throughout the entire event, I don't know. Yeah, going on to before we just ended up the 5v5 with Marvel. How did that go actually?
Terribly. I got to play first. I shouldn't have went first. Alioun destroyed me. Well, actually, no. I got my
God,
objection.
I remember
too.
now. I blocked all the 5v5 out. Oh Jesus.
Yeah, I know. Here we go. This is it. I needed you to remember this because it was me first. Then it was I think it was Boa. Actually, Boa nearly put me out in the Marvel tournament. I feel like I should mention that too. I was terrified. I was like, "What's going on here? He's beating me 2 matches in a row, and I only need to beat one more." I had to get 3-2. It was crazy. I was so terrified. But then Boa went next, and then Doyler, and who was in our team? Who else was in our team? Dark Talent.
Wasn't it Ladin only got taunted or something? Oh, that's probably the year before.
Oh, come on, Dark Talent was there. He was definitely on our team.
Oh yeah, no, he was. Sorry, you're right. Yeah, no, Ladno got taunted the year before that. That was funny.
And then it was all down to Hagar.
The whole crowd went hype when they saw that shit. They're like, "Yo, Chrome Hagar, yeah!" And they didn't know. It was like, neither did I. Got destroyed. All the guys are like, "He's got a plan. He's got a plan." Yeah, swing pipe. Hopefully, he gets hit by it. Getting hit by it. Plans up.
It was fun.
Do you have something of a reputation in Europe, Nutrient? Like, why was there that big cheer? Was it just Hagar, or were people like, "I've heard about this Irish Hagar"?
I'm mostly gonna. I don't really know. I'm seldomly known. I guess I get seldom mentions. I think it was mostly the Hagar thing, because when you see Hagar going up against the ultimate counter pick, Morrigan, then Magneto. Yeah, I think it was the character. Yeah, I definitely do. Yeah.
I don't know. Part of it. You wouldn't know all these messages I get about Nutrient. I have plenty of screenshots and messages. Oh, I'm such a big fan of Nutrients. I love this Hagar.
I get a lot of those too. Like, you inspired me to play Hagar, and no shit, really, they do. I get a lot of inspirational messages, which is heartwarming.
Similarly, I would say that like of the Marvel matches I have, like having you in a Marvel match will spike it some. Like, obviously Lee is still kind of the marquee name of my channel almost. But like, if Nutrients in the video as well, it does spike it somewhat at this point.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
So as that match progressed, yeah, we lost horribly. We all had our hugs and handshakes with the other team, like, "Oh, if we hadn't picked that character, we wouldn't have lost." And they're like, "What? I don't understand." As getting off the stage, just one final thing for me. I saw Taquito just sleeping, hugging his arcade stick with trophies braided all over him in his chair. That man was just, he had it good. He was just chilling out with a stick in the left side, trophy on the right, as big as him, and he's just asleep. Like a little baby. It's like, oh my god. Taquito Kawaii.
And he's just having dreams of winning everything.
Probably, yeah. A bit murder-faced looking though. I mean, he was cute as well, but faces start jerking and all. Yeah, so 5v5 went down like mental.
All in all, it all went very well.
Yeah, you were late, actually. You were almost very late for Marvel 5v5.
Please don't even talk about that. Oh my god. Doom was with us for that. Oh, Jesus. That'll not happen again. No, sorry. Doyler can be late if he wants, but I'll fucking be there.
You don't rush a lady, Nutrient. That's all I'll say. Never rush a lady.
Yeah. Well, I could only know because I could sympathize with the idea of having to get a costume on for a convention, because it usually takes me quite a long time as well. The amount of belts for a Dante costume, and to be fair, she was dressed up as Harley Quinn, which requires a lot of makeup. So
yeah, we had a Harley Quinn player in our room. That was weird.
That was the reason why we were late.
Weird.
Deborah, Doyler's friend, she wanted to go to the event as well, but while there was tournaments going on, there was also a convention with like anime and characters and all of that, and she went dressed up as Harley Quinn, but because she had to get ready, everyone was waiting on us to show up, and by the time she was ready to go, we were like half an hour late, 20 minutes.
We were half an hour late when we were ordering the taxi.
Oh my god, yeah, okay. Never mind. And then I ran up, and then who was it that was about to tell me off? And then I held up my hand and was like, don't even start. I think it was, yeah.
You said to somebody that. Oh, yeah, I don't know.
I did.
Oh, Aileen, yeah, you said Aileen.
It was Eileen, yes.
I was like, damn, Lee, it's like that. Damn.
She had no idea what we had been through, so I was just like, don't even start. Give me my arcade stick. Not that I use one. Well,
I can't remember the
sounds better than my
the
joke.
team, but whatever. We will ignore that.
The team?
Yeah, the running team.
The running team for...
Yeah, every time he's running somewhere, there's always the theme music for him.
Oh, okay.
We will avoid that for now.
Yeah, hold on.
I love it. I'll tell you later, dude. Oh my god. Other than that, other tournaments that were there, Soul Calibur, Persona, blah blah blah. Fergus came top 8 in Tekken Tag Tournament 2.
That's true.
Fairly
Yes.
impressive by Fergus. Sneaking his way into top 8. Dead or Alive 5 had 2 players, and they had a tournament and all. So, yeah.
I got beaten by a UK Shuffle in Marvel.
Yeah.
It was 2-3? No, it was actually 3-1, I think.
Oh yeah, so for winners and losers for you, you lost to Shuffle, then who?
I lost to Mago first. And
Mago,
then I
then
lost
Shuffle.
to Shuffle.
Doom, what were you in the singles?
Pretty close.
In AE,
Yeah.
I lost to some guy called Taquito, and I can't remember the name of the guy who I lost in losers.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, lad, no.
Jeez.
Showed up
Who,
on one occasion and then left back home.
Yeah, I can't remember. He was a pretty good blanket.
Hmm.
I can't remember what his name was.
So tying up everything, there's a lot more stories to go into, but we'll have to move on, unfortunately. Just going through the A winners and Ultimate Marvel winners, it just went Taquito, who played 3-0 against Gamer B, who also used Yawn because of a bad matchup thing with Akuma and Adon. So went Taquito, Gamer B, and Mago for first and second, third place. And then Marvel winners were Dominion, White Black, and Moonwalker. Entertaining enough to watch. Fantastic. Dominion took it pretty convincingly.
I wasn't there. Goddamn.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to watch it. Ah!
So, clearing that all up. A lot more to it, guys, but just moving on. We're going to take a 5-10 break intermission, and we'll be back to go into April then, which
Yes.
will start for bar fights. So, we're moving into April. First thing that happened, no date attached, was bar fights, which I think was the 12th of April.
Was 12th of April.
Sick. Yes.
Nice going.
So the way that kind of, how did that develop? Doing what exactly is bar fights?
All right. Well, basically, the idea was I've had the idea for a long time, and other people had said it to me as well, that we do something similar to the bar fights that they have occasionally in America, which is you set up a few marquee matches, and it's in a pub. People have a drink, do a bit of a stream. So they're very different from a tournament. It had been communicated to me that my God, the name of them is, I can't remember the name of the pub. You can help me.
The Woolshed.
The Woolshed, that's it. That the Woolshed bar were amenable to doing this kind of thing, and they had a spare room. So I contacted them, and they were all like, "This sounds awesome! Yeah, we like video games. Let's do this stuff." So I deliberately, generally don't run events, and I really don't run events now, and we'll discuss why when we get to May. But this was my one time. I said, right, I'm going to do this. This is my baby, and I ran bar fights. And by and large, I've heard off a lot of people that it was either their favorite event in the year or kind of definitely in the top 3. So I'm really glad that it panned out. So we had 5 or 6 matches on the night, and I did way more promo work for it than usual. It was our first real stream that wasn't like, we're sending someone to Evo. Do you know what I mean? And I don't know, it seemed to, the event when we were in the bar, the matches seemed to pan out just right. Everyone had a lot of fun with them. and well, obviously maybe not you,
Go on.
maybe not you, but there was like everyone who could come did. Do you know what I mean? Like the room was heaving. There was there was a really good atmosphere. There was even friends of people who were there. Do you know what I mean? Who just thought it was a cool idea. Let's go and see this.
And fucking was. A lot of people were really like, "What the hell's going on?"
It was a full house. For the
Absolutely
reals.
full house. Like
And it wasn't too packed. People could still get food and sit down and have their pizza.
Yeah, we even got a lot of the old players. Like Red came.
Red, yeah.
Beard and all.
Terry.
Terry, the most lovable member. That roof is so nice.
There was a couple of people complaining that we didn't have enough setups, but you're in a pub.
Yeah, probably the biggest offender of that was Treddy and a few of the AE guys were trying to get a modder ready. And as soon as the modder was ready, Nephilim demanded that he have Marvel play to brush up for the tournament, to which he was given a universal no.
Why would Nephilim have needed to practice for what he was
I don't
playing?
know. Just some people feel like they need to, but you have to understand.
I do.
That
I certainly do.
Like, the guys were there for like half an hour trying to get TV to work, and suddenly this dude comes over from a completely different game wanting to practice. It's like, no, go away, go drink, or fucking talk to Lee. Or something.
Well, maybe, like, I mean, I definitely wouldn't have a problem with bar fights happening again. If it does, though, I don't want to be the driving force. Someone else can look after the heavy lifting with it. But I want it to happen when, like, a bar fight, if only 15 people shows up, is going to suck. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like the way we were quite fortunate.
I had to do a whole video for it, so I mean...
Yeah, you done a trailer, didn't you? Someone done a trailer.
I think that was the biggest video for advertising for you folks that I've done so far, and I put plenty of effort into it. I got like, let's get this and this and this.
Easter eggs in that video. A lot of Easter eggs.
Oh yeah, the freaking stream thing that I had so much fun writing down quotes from everyone. Nobody read them. They're just like, oh, whatever. It's just a stream screenshot.
So
and like I did the live action trailer as well with AJ.
That was fantastic. I'm linking that now. All of them are on the side. Ugh. Just like that. The AJ trailer was fantastic. I loved it. So creative.
A bit morbid though.
Yeah. All you need is one little thing to spark a fire like that, you know, and that really worked. And like people loved that match between Coco and AJ, but that paled in comparison to the main event.
Oh yes.
The AE main event, which was Fergus versus Ladno.
Oh my.
Which is probably to this day, for multiple reasons, my favorite tournament video on my channel. Because not only is the story great, you know, there's the champion and there's the challenger, and the challenger, you know, he's disadvantaged by not being practiced, and everyone thinks he's going to get bodied, and it goes to the last round in the last fight, and he scrapes through, and he's the nervous little kid, and you can hear everyone chanting his name, but even there's something you can hear. There's some ambience in the room. Like it sounds roomy. There's reverb on the voices, if you will, and on the commentary, and it sounds looser, and it sounds like there's this huge room full of people, which of course there was. And there's something very different about the bar fight videos to any of the other videos on my channel. I love going back to listen to them. So I just
fucking love that place. It was great.
It was a very captivating experience.
We definitely should do it again sometime this year, but I don't want to do it too much, because if it stops being special, you know.
Yeah, fair enough. I was going to be like, oh, let's do it all the time, but whenever you talk about it like that, and I didn't even understand that it was you who organised it, as opposed to anyone else that would be normally organising the tournaments. But whenever it comes to a big thing like that, it could be definitely just as special, if not more so, than the last time.
The reason it kind of felt to me is that time of year everyone's doing exams, so the guy out in the real world did it, you know.
Yes, I suppose.
So the way it was basically just we had 4 or 5 main events, which involved Coco and AJ, Fergus and Ladno for the main event, Lightero and Onion, I think was one.
Woo!
I think that was one. You done very well.
Yep.
Yeah, that was supposed to be the main event.
Yeah.
We had the battle over the internets before.
Yeah, that's true.
It's keep on going and going. I mean, really, does it have to keep happening?
Oh, there's so much detention. It's not even real. Well, it might be. I think it's real for one person.
I don't know.
Um,
Onion's totally learned all the tricks that I do, all the fucking habits that I have, and he was able to capitalize on everything. So unless I actually properly hunkered down and went into training mode and learned the hell out of Marvel how to play it properly again, because I think I was a lot better about even a year ago than I am now. And Onion's also like improved everything. His rush down's ridiculous.
well,
Uh,
yeah.
Fucking Wolverine, I have no idea what I'm doing against him. So
I agree 100%.
if I
You're
was,
right.
if I was able to go down to Dublin, that would be fun, and like go to more casuals. But until then, it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be a simple case of me going, yeah, I think it'd be Onion counter. Everyone else, it's fine. Nobody knows how Phoenix Wright works. You all know how Phoenix Wright works, except for the points where you're like complaining about his move sets and why would you do that, and objection is an overhead, etc. But yeah, no, I got destroyed by Onion, and I don't even think I got two matches. Did I get two matches? If
Oh,
I
it was
did,
5-2. You did win two. It was
it
5-2.
didn't feel like I won a single one, much like every other tournament beyond that.
Mm.
But despite that, I thought bar fights was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I loved. I never thought that I would go there to enjoy the spectator part more than anything else, because it was so well organized, and even the staff were captivated by the amount of energy that was going on in that room.
Yeah, they had to be like, what the fuck is going on? There's all
Like,
these myriad of lights on the screen. Everyone's going ham. I think it's a rave. I'm not sure. Go on in and find out.
Yeah.
And then he got locked in and he just got absorbed into the whole group. He was
Who did oh, and also Ben got his like Doctor Doom Infinite TAs.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was fun.
And he seemed to be really happy about that.
Mm.
So,
Only two highlights I would have had for it was just Spiderflies hating on me for no reason at all.
well, yeah, he was fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
It's my
Shin Ryu.
thank you that €20 for that
This
shit,
is my
man.
house.
Yeah, that was fantastic. For a guy that plays AE, Spiderflies are pretty bad, dude. Jesus.
To be fair, you shouldn't have stood a chance in that. You really
No,
shouldn't.
I really shouldn't have. I was just like, years, huh? This is interesting. Yep. Get bodied. So that was Bar Fights in a nutshell. Commentary for the Ferguson Ladno match, just to pull it down. Holy crap, it was so one-dimensional. Even the commentators couldn't concentrate. Oh, that happened. Oh, Darler's going nuts. He was loving it. He just reacts so well to hype. It's amazing.
Was it the? How do you like it?
Yeah, Jesus, by as much. Everyone wanted Lando to lose so badly. And he did. Damn, Fergus.
So Bad Fights ultimately was just a perfect storm.
Yeah,
I think.
perfect shitstorm. Concocted by yourself. Jesus, I'm so hype. Well
The
done.
perfect shit store.
So, alright, after Bad Fights, that was the 12th. The next event after that was Tempest 20. I figured I'd cover any event going on in Ireland that was of relevance. So, yeah, Tempest 20 happened. I think Cyrus is gone at this stage, so it's kind of a shell of its former self, I believe.
Yeah, I think this is its dying days.
Oh, yeah, well, you're saying that now. Wait till we get down later. Tempest 20, easy one, I think. I don't know. They were just talking about finger foods in the thread, and I don't know, Nevlin got a haircut. I don't really know. The event was pretty quiet. Anyway, down to May. Actually, just a quick thing. April, Injustice came out. Yay.
Go team.
Yeah.
We saw the Ace Attorney movie.
Oh, yes, we saw the Ace Attorney movie. That was awesome. I'll never forget
That
that.
was possibly the most inspiring thing I ever watched. I walked out of it and I was like, I am now 20 times better at Marvel than I was before I walked into there.
You stole my fucking game, too.
I loved it so good. Oh, I give it back, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I
You
totally
tell,
did.
you tell me.
I totally must have. You still have my controller, so.
I didn't pill for that. You gave it to me.
Yeah, but I mean, like, as a hostage situation, you'll get your Ace
Yeah.
Attorney whenever I
Don't
get
you
that
worry.
back.
I'm sure I've got a gullible fan. 300 quid. I'll sell that pack quick. Touched by
Really?
a real life arrow.
Moving swiftly on to May. Oh, this is fun. I didn't go to this.
Yes. Yeah. So May, the 5th. Right. So Injustice MK9 tournament on the 11th of May, Overclockers Cafe, which featured. Well, sorry, MK wasn't there. Unfortunately, we were meant to have it, but things
Ran out
happened.
of time.
So Street Fighter 4 and Injustice first tournament. Winners for AE were Ladna Poke, Dreddy, Cobblecog playing Ryu and Bison. Yeah, who he usually plays Cammy, right? He does. And then there was yourself, Doctor Doom, as your Guile.
I don't even remember who bet me. Oh, I think it was Gobblecock.
That was a great event, actually.
Huh.
Yeah, it was great. It was great in some way. The burgers were cheap. Staff were inexplicably saccharine, I guess.
Saccharine.
Saccharine. Sorry, I always go Ryan.
Are we going to go into this at all? Or?
Not. Yes, in a good way. Event was fun to have, and what am I trying to get to? Yeah, Kiki got bodied by my Ryu. He's get bodied. Damn it, Kiki. For Kiki, why don't you just play Adon? Jesus. Damn. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that. This is just a big pop-off cast now. Sorry.
Yeah.
Not really much to the event, actually, now that I think about it. Tournament. Fun was had.
Yeah.
Ugly Bunny won Injustice with a hot girl who's salty about that. I lost horribly.
Oh yeah, you were. Was this the one with the reset, or was that after?
It was a one to reset. Yeah, it was me and him. He was a hot girl. I was Superman. Then I switched to Batman and lost and got bodied.
Yeah.
MK guys weren't too down about MK not being hosted there. It was a new venue we had. We played a tournament there, and yes, all was well. Moving on to June.
Yes, move on to June.
And we never returned.
Yes. Damn it, Lee. June. Casually in Fergus was the name of our next glorious tournament. 1st of June in the Tolka Bar, which was another new venue. And the reason
just to point out, we were ending our relationship with the exchange around now. This is why we're jumping from
Casually in Fergus, possibly a highlight of the fucking year for me. I remember.
Wait, the name or just?
Oh wait, no. Sorry, that was at the Tolka Bar. I was thinking about the other one.
Yeah, you're thinking with
the other in Fergus. That was last year. The other time we were in Fergus.
If you're all wondering, in Fergus was started by Fergus.
Yes. Inferno. It wasn't. In Fergus. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is all Fergus doing. Somewhat, he does a bit for a guy with the name of it, but yeah, great event. We hosted it there because, as Doom said, we changed the relationships with the exchange. Stuff happens, after time, different conditions are met. So from the 2012, we usually spent our time in exchange. Now we moved on to different venues, and we eventually settled in XBC, which we'll get to later. Casually in Fergus, it was a good event, good time. Places not completely spacious, but
that was the first Smash tournament, wasn't it?
No, the first Smash tournament was in January, and I was very confused by that.
The first big one.
That was whenever it made a footprint. Whenever people came on specifically to play Smash Brothers, and David that idea made a big point of having.
Yeah, because what's it? Dave's always saying Brawl is a better version of Smash than Melee.
Well, it is. That's what we should have been playing, but there was no Brawl copies there, so David was like, "Oh, okay, I guess we'll just play Melee." So we played Melee instead.
Not getting involved.
Oh dear. Fantastic event. But that's when we brought our new boxes that hold our equipment as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we actually put the Madagascar phone to use, and we got cases for our equipment. It was fantastic. We didn't have to just carry it one by one. And the box is kind of broke, but yeah. Oh well. Moving on from that was a fun event. Everyone was there. The two of you were there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fun times.
Didn't you play Street Fighter Puzzle?
What? Oh yeah, Doom. Yeah, you guys were having fun in the corner playing puzzle.
Yeah, I played maybe 3 hours of Puzzle Fighter, and I still love that game. I'm terrible at it, but I love it. I haven't gotten the meta game down yet, so I'm the Puzzle Fighter equivalent of a guy who just presses buttons. But I'm getting there,
Yeah.
Puzzle scrub.
I'm yet to find the charge character.
Scrubble. You're a Scrubble.
I've never played it. I can't relate. Well, so that event went through with no hitches really involved. DOC 9, June 15th, Day of Who, happened.
Day of Who?
Yeah, that's what it's down as.
Who?
That's what the thread was down as. So,
why would I? Was that me editing it or?
Maybe. I don't know. It's down as Day of Who, DOC 9. Yeah, so there's definitely no results for that. I'm not even saying that over a lazy thing.
Maybe that's why it was called Day of Who. There's no results. Day of Who one?
I guess so.
Oh, I think it might have been. Was it the one that was on the Evo weekend? So they weren't calling it Day Champion.
It's not July.
Oh.
Or something.
Well, no, that was in July. Evo happened in July, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't bloody know. I just know that Tekken was there, and it gave you an aneurysm or something. I think this is when the
Oh.
commentary kicked in.
Yeah, this was. They had like a. People go on about this King of Fighters final that I had, where it was 30 minutes, me and Kurt's house looking it out. They managed to push Tekken to 40 minutes. 40 minutes of a final.
Yes, you've posted in the thread yourself and everything.
Oh yeah, that link is me, isn't it?
Yeah, you've congratulated everyone. I may as well read it out. Why not? Congratulations to all the Tekken players who managed to have a 40-minute grand final last night. It was so long, I had to get up and have a break in the middle.
Oh, I remember that. I genuinely did. Frankly, my arse was killing me. I had to get up and walk around the room, have someone else watch the machine. I had a wee chat with a couple of people, and then when I felt a bit better, I went back and sat down and kept on recording.
Look at the watch. Well,
Yeah.
time to go back to Tekken.
I don't know how you can sit down for 40 minutes and watch that Spaz Fest. I don't know. Not for me. GG's, guys. Actually, there was one fantastic event I enjoyed thoroughly, which was Marvel event, which had 2 hospital patients duking it out.
Yeah, didn't we commentate that?
Yes, we did, actually.
Yes. Our commentary's fun.
You said Doyler was a paraplegic, I think,
Yeah.
Oh my god,
which
yeah.
was very confusing.
It's just paraplegic means someone who can't move.
Paraplegic.
He wasn't paralyzed.
I know.
Oh, dear.
At least you didn't say quadriplegic.
Yeah, that would have been a bit weird.
Yeah.
I can at least believe that he's stuck to the chair. So we had Doyler
Look, they didn't
and...
get to see, so they wouldn't believe what I said. I just wanted it to be more dramatic than it actually was.
Jesus. That was very, very good use of the words. So Doyler and Onion were having a Marvel match, and the two of them are really struggling just to put combos on, let alone even sit there. They were not looking in great shape.
They're better now, though,
Yep.
as far as I understand.
Anyone that's wondering, yes, they're not on life support anymore. They're doing
Yep.
perfectly fine. It was just really weird to watch. Because I don't feel like they shouldn't have been playing in the first place. Very committed guys, Onion and Doyler, come to put on a show even when they're not well, just to help the scene out. It's pretty cool. I think that was in the exchange though, wasn't it?
That was I think this was our last event in the exchange.
Yeah, it was.
I think we had some type of commitment to clean everything up. I don't know. We just had our last event there.
Yeah, I know the specifics about the last event, the exchange, but I don't know if it's right for me to talk about it without the explicit permission of the other people involved.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's no problem.
So I won't. But let's just say that this event put a definitive right. This is the last time we're doing
It was
this
a
here.
song song to the exchange.
Yeah,
Pretty
which
much.
we'd had a long and fruitful relationship with. So I don't want to make it out like that or
Yeah. It was
evil or anything.
fantastic events. First event I attended like 3 years ago. Got bodied by Misty Chaos and told Blinn he was a dick and I was the wrong guy. By accident. I apologise.
Welcome to the community, Nutrient.
Yeah, oh well. You talked to that Blinn guy, he's a dick. Well, I'm Blinn.
Blinn? Oh my god, Blinn.
That was an accident. I mixed it up. I was talking to someone else. I didn't
That's the
mean
reason
it.
why I'm in the fighting games at all.
Awesome.
So, got plenty to fucking know to him.
Well, I had a lot to make up for. I committed myself to Marvel after losing to a 13-year-old, so I had something to prove.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's why I said to myself, I'm going to get good at Marvel. Dewey bodied me with Tron and some other mess of a team, and I was salty as hell. So I was like, that's it. Gotta take as long as it will. I will get amazing at this. And I did,
And yet-
but I got good enough.
And yet, after that, do you think of some sort of appreciation, or do you still see the rage towards that person?
The salt is definitely worn off, but I'm okay now. Although Dewey hasn't come back because he's like 16 now and turned into girls, so he's playing with a different arcade stick at the
He
moment.
turned into girls.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good enough reason not to go to fighting games.
Whatever. I just assume he swapped arcade sticks. That's all I say, and I move on.
Yeah. He does show up in the ARC chat room every now and then. I don't think he's vanished completely.
Yeah. We used to have curfew and all for him. Jesus. So, right, fantastic event. Very dramatic commentary as well to be had. July. This is a bit of not as long as it was enough going on this month. I'd say it kicked up a few gears since March. So this was ArcadeCon 2013, July 5th to the 7th. Busy month, not underlined, but we see these are the cons that Lee and myself would attend usually, just a typical anime con, but they would traditionally put on a good spread for fighting games and competitions in general. So we usually attend and usually lend a helping hand. So we go to these every year. Like Arcade Con's probably a main one I can think of. There's like Non-Con, QuakeCon, or QCon is another one. And you know any other cons, really? I don't know. Your
QCon was fun.
Yeah.
I didn't go to Arcade Con, but QCon was fun.
Yeah.
It's not on this list, but it was fun because I won. Yay!
Goody.
Moving on.
Yeah, so everyone had a lot of fun, won a lot of tournaments, games that were there. Well, they're not all of them were legitimate. I wouldn't say legitimate, just not all of them are competitive fighting games. Like we have Naruto Shippuden, Ultimate Ninja Storm 3, God, Persona 4, Marvel, Injustice, Smash Brothers Brawl, which I think is the good one. Yeah, the better one.
Yeah.
Then there wasn't AE though at this event, which we just
There
didn't
was
have it.
AE at the event in the end.
In the end, we
You just couldn't find it.
yeah, just had a bit of a timetable issue with that. We had that. Latin Poker probably won it because he just comes to all the small events and bodies everyone.
Yeah. Latin Polka bet me in the final, even though I wasn't there.
Wait, wasn't this the event that had your man? What's his name? He does the voice for Raiden. Quentin Flynn, or is that it?
Couldn't find this.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. There was also a Strecken tournament. Me and Raphael were in the grand final, and we both got DQ'd because we wanted to go watch Quentin Flynn perform some awesome acts. So
That's
I was
right,
like,
that's right.
yeah. So I was like, Zenkai, we're done. No, you just have to play. I was like, dude, we're done. GG's, no re. Ran downstairs, watching Quentin Flynn. No tournament was had, unfortunately, for Strecken.
I don't know if I've ever mentioned this before, Nutrient, but you're a man of epic class.
Epic class. Hopefully.
Nafiel too.
Well, man, Quentin Flynn, he's never here. And I missed it before. I think David Hayter was at one of the events, and we regret it since then. So we're like, no, we're not missing
Whoa,
another
give a
one.
hater? I would really care about that.
He was at one of them, yeah, like years ago now. But he was at it before. Yeah, I wanted to meet him, but I think he'd done a video, and he'd done it was some horrible parody of him like saying, "Oh, I drank Guinness beer in Ireland." It was kind of really fan servicey for the event.
Oh,
Kind of one of those awkward things to watch, but great event. Yeah, I don't know really much to say about it. It was very anime-ish. Nothing to really associate with the FGC other than some small tournaments that we take too seriously. So we're told.
yeah.
So, moving on. Nintendo stopped SRK from streaming Smash Bros. At EVO. Now, this is one event in particular that is a little off course, but it was quite relevant to us as any other community would enjoy watching EVO. We even get together to watch it, which I'll come to later, but
I think Lee is definitely the person to talk about this particular little thing.
yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nintendo stopped SRK from streaming?
Yeah, there was never going to be, Super Smash Brothers Brawl, whatever, or Melee. It wasn't streamed.
Yeah,
it wasn't going to be.
It was a case of they asked for, wasn't it a charity for breast cancer?
Yep.
For everyone to donate money, and whoever voted the most, their money got donated. And the game that won the vote was Smash Brothers.
How much
Because
did
everyone,
they donate again, though? Sorry for cutting you off.
I would have to look it up,
I
but
think it was in the hundreds of thousands. Below hundreds of thousands, but the hundreds of thousands.
That's amazing. Wow. Like, the Smash community's always been ridiculously supportive towards any campaign. They're just a very generous bunch. I can't really sum it up. I don't know. It's
it
a
was
very interesting community.
$225,000 for breast cancer.
Man, so much.
So after that was done, everyone was really happy. It was all for a really good cause, and I think it was. I have to mention, I think it was a real case of miscommunication because Nintendo did go back on their word on this. Or sorry, they did say, "Oh, okay, now that we know all of the details, we'll let it go." And in the end, Smash Brothers did get to play at Evo, but at the time there was a huge uproar because Evo didn't check with Nintendo with the copyright, or they didn't get the. I'm looking for the word.
Permission.
There we go. That's the word. Thank you. Permission. They didn't get permission from Nintendo whether or not they could play Smash Brothers, and usually the default answer is competitive. No, this is why Smash Brothers has its little things like in Brawl. There's tripping. They like to think that Smash Brothers should not be a competitive sport ever because Nintendo does not want their IP to be associated with the likes of fighting games where it's got commentators saying like, "Oh yeah, Mario ripped that Peach." They don't want that ever happening. That's the reason. That's the reason why they do not want.
Yeah.
I can see that.
That's the reason, because they want it to just be family friendly. And we both know that there's a bit of racy commentary. There's a bit of you know, there's some nasty terms that we find funny, but is not exactly child friendly. So for that reason, that's why Smash Brothers was just said no, and then everything was explained. There's a huge uproar. Everyone was incredibly pissed off at Nintendo. Nintendo then eventually says, "Okay, that's fine. Have the tournament," and it happened, and it was hilarious because people were watching it. Doyler walked over and pointed at the screen and says, "Is this high level play?" And it was the finals of Smash Brothers, and one of them just fell off the stage as he walked over to point at it. So I was like, "They're playing Melee. It's not a good game."
And why was this such a big deal? Because was Smash was it at the last Evo, or because this whole event, the whole charity was to take up one spot to enter Evo, wasn't it?
Yeah, the point was just for it to like be in Evo because I don't even know if Smash Bros. Has ever been in Evo. It could have been a while ago, but it hadn't for quite a while. And since there's such a huge community that really wants to play Smash Brothers, they really want it to happen. That's why the donation drive happened. So, and that's why it was a big deal whenever they cancelled it. Sorry,
I can imagine it's the commentary stigma, like from Marvel, say that probably did draw it off as well. I wonder if that does actually just give pull some eyes when they watch and go, I don't know, this game is awesome, the guys are making a hype, but it's not PG at all, really. Little 18 plus guys.
I think it's a little bit less forgiving than that. I don't even think there's no consideration. It's just no, that's not happening. We want this to go to families and for them to have fun with each other and not have it at a money match competitive level.
The money matches.
I'm looking forward to the next Smash Brothers. Like, I can't wait for it to happen, but I kind of hope that people don't take it too seriously because my god, I want there to be small tournaments. It's
amazing,
great. I can't wait. But that's that. That's that in a nutshell. And everyone that was kind of the start of like Nintendo's decline in popularity because there was more issues on down the line.
They accrued a lot of negativity after that, but
and they still are.
So after that debacle, we had July was all the events that occurred in July were compressed like within a week. All of this happened in the space of a week, I'd say 2 weeks maybe. So that was the 5th to the 7th. We had Arcade-Con. Then Nintendo's stop of the stream was somewhere between the 7th and the 13th. We had another tournament, which was DOC 9.5 Revolution on the 13th of July in the Tulka Bar again. A lot more people attended this event. I think I was at it. It must have been. I don't remember much of it. What would yourself do?
Ladno bet Doom in the final.
Again? What is this?
Genuinely.
How many tournaments have we asked for AE? Has it always been you and Ladno?
Well, this year Steve-O had I've always been Mr. Top 8 in Street Fighter.
This is true.
I'm Mike Ross. Like, I'm always in the low end of top 8. This year, Steve-O has been very busy and Hound has been busy. So, and Cobblecog has to travel. So, the default then is who from Dublin is going to beat Doom, or is Doom going to be in the final? Because Ladno being in the final is pretty much a foregone at this point. So, it's been me or someone who's beaten me. So sometimes Fergus might beat me, or but 50% of the time it's me. I would guess that come Ultra, this will change as people kind of come back to the scene, But I actually think it's a bit of a problem for AE in Ireland at the moment. We need someone to. Basically, we need someone to get better than me.
Well, Fergus, how can Fergus play? Fergus is very affable at the game. Why can he even play more though? Like, is it just Tekken?
I think another problem for Fergus is that, with all due respect to Fergus, he's a better fighting game player than I am. He's probably a better Street Fighter player than I am. I outzone him, and when I do outzone him, he cracks against me. So, it should be Fergus versus Ladno, but it isn't as much as it should be.
Shut your face fast.
Doom, the impenetrable wall of sonic booms.
Well, that's it. When I'm playing Fergus, it feels like if I just stay calm, I will win.
Oh.
If I crack, he will win. Like if I try and fight him, he will win. If I just be Doom, I'll win.
Okay, right.
So I probably shouldn't say that.
It's been said.
How do you bring yourself to be like, yes, I will be a scumbag? How do you do that?
Oh man, you're asking the wrong guy. I'll happily explain that answer.
I did, but I mean, like, I want to learn.
What?
I want to learn how to just throw boomerangs all match and not feel bad and just like.
Oh,
just
it's
get on
easy.
with it.
Oh man,
As the other person literally writhes in his own chair and then stares
it's
daggers.
so easy. Oh,
I
man.
would say, especially with like you're the guy playing the weaker team, Lee. If you've still got these, no offense, but slightly scrubby notions in your head that there's honor involved here, no, there isn't. Those guys are using Doom and Morrigan, right? You do everything. If you can kick them under the table while they're playing, do that. Like,
Yeah, man. Just, I mean, the whole nice, like the whole nice aesthetic. That's just for show. That's a shell. Underneath that shell is an angry, pent up, raging, testosterone-driven guy who just wants to see you cry. Or maybe that's just me, but I
let the asshole loose, Lee.
Yeah, man.
Like I will take great like when I look at my Guile, if I see him walking forward and jumping and stuff, I'm going eh. When I look at my Guile and I see Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom until the other guy cracks, then I've done right.
I imagine when I actually watch Cobblecog, for some reason I just find that his mental image is just an angry 360 on like Xbox Live Halo playing kid in his mind when he rushes you down. Oh, eat this, you faggot! Take a bite of me! Oh, eat that! Yo, you teabag! Take that! That's what I see when I like watch Cobblecog. He always has a very emotional face.
Funnily, if you do play a bit of Street Fighter, you can see when Cobblecog's in a bad mood.
Yeah, and that's what I see.
Yeah.
I see the teenager of Xbox Live incarnate kicking your ass, which is Jesus.
Nice.
Damn, it's so fun to watch.
I think we're heavily veering from where.
We're
No, we're not
meant
really.
to
We're
go.
talking about
it's
the IE tournaments. Yeah, so
yeah. Oh, Lee, I don't know. Be better, come back. I don't know. Just be greedy. I don't know. Be more selfish, indulgent. I
Okay.
don't know.
Okay.
Turn
So-
your brain off. Just keep throwing boomerangs.
do you know what you should do, Lee? Lee,
What?
you should learn Street Fighter, and you should play my Guile over and over and over until you realize the only way to beat this guy is to be worse than him.
Yeah.
Maybe I should do that.
Why?
Although that involves me having to play Street Fighter. Oh god.
I think we were thinking about this wrong. Do you think Doom's an honourable Guile player? Because there's no such
Yeah.
thing.
There isn't.
He's sitting there throwing boomerangs. He's throwing sonic booms at you all day. Where's the honour in that? Scumbag.
Sonic boomerangs.
Then you get in his range, he'll give you the backhand. And you're like, why? Or then you get
Like,
blasted.
He has some of the best normals in the game once you do get near him. Like
Oh, okay.
like people tend not to have the advantage on Guile until his back hits the ground, and then the game just flips 100% in the other guy's favor. But,
Probably
and
not an ultra, though.
even then, he's a 4-frame reversal. Like,
In that case, then you must be quite happy about this Ultra Edition coming up because you'll have a little bit more of an edge to getting back into the game.
absolutely, I think Guile's received a huge buff without receiving any of the extra buffs he got.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, I very much think that Guile's going to be in apps. Maybe not at the very highest levels where people are going to come up with really complex option selects to cover both quick recovery and slow recovery. But
Yeah.
like for most normal people, Guile's going to be a nightmare.
Just to pause that, though, that'll be left for another one because A is going to be an awesome podcast topic later in the future. I'm very hopeful for that one. That'll be enjoyable. So we'll move on. Bear Evolution was good crack. Everyone had a good time.
Evo All Nighter.
Evo, yeah.
Speaking of flash kicks and
This is actually incorrect. I didn't do this to the October one.
Is it October?
It's the October one I did this at.
Okay,
I didn't do
we'll fix
any
that.
property damage during the Evo All-Nighter.
Oh my god.
We'll save that for later then.
Yeah,
I can't
but
remember
Evo
much
All
about-
Nighter, which now this was only one day after the Bear Evolution tournament, the 14th.
Whoa.
Yeah.
This is one day after a tournament. The Evo All Nighter, like, Jesus,
It was a big weekend for fighting games.
huge. Well, yeah, I was surprised half the people even showed up, and everyone
too.
did. Everyone did. People that came
Yeah.
in hungover or not, all showed up.
It was a
It was good.
great night. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think we had some set up plans for the night, didn't we? Like matches or to be played.
We did
Like-
some stuff, but
I didn't put any firm plans in place, but the original idea was that I would come in and I'd maybe run a stream, maybe run a Marvel tournament or whatever the majority of people wanted. It wasn't too pushed. I was just going to do what people wanted. When I got there, I was effectively, and I'm not complaining about this, it means people care. I was instantly badgered by people to set up a stream where they could watch whatever was on. Like, and it was so early in Evo that I didn't care. It
Yeah.
was like
Yeah, I
top
suppose.
256 from Smash or something.
Yeah, it doesn't
The
very
instant
beginning.
I was there
And it
like
was melee too, so it wasn't brawl. So even
Yeah.
you would care even less then.
It wasn't even a decent one. Like,
But like as I'm saying, I'm not complaining about it. It means people were hyped for Evo, you know. So it took me about half an hour to get a stream actually working because every time I go into XGC, they've changed how their internet works. But we did, and people got to see their matches, and I didn't mind. And can I just say, as someone who doesn't play Marvel, that top 8 was so hype.
yeah, incredibly.
Oh, it was so good. I had so much fun. Oh my god. Josh,
Mm.
whoa.
Yeah, that's a typical affair with him. Hype follows
I just wanted him to win so bad. I really did.
that man.
It's funny because people who are outside of fighting games, you know, they see Justin Wong as the guy who's there for Daigo to beat. You know, they're still in 2009
Yeah, they
with
think of
Vanilla
that.
SFR. Yeah. So, like, they don't understand now when I go, no, I got a lot of time for Justin Wong. What a badass.
Absolutely.
Oh, dudes. Yes.
But they kind of you could have easily picked up all of that sort of like those vibes whenever the commentators are kind of on his side and everyone
Oh, yeah.
realizes that he's, you know, the game has evolved long after fucking, you know, Wolverine being the be all and end all of winning the game. That was back in
I
the
don't know
vanilla
about
days.
that now, but
It's well, I mean, like he's a really damn good character at Rush Time, but whenever
alright,
it
yeah,
comes
all
down
right,
to it,
yeah, Captain
you've got
Boomerangs. Yeah.
you've got freaking Zero and Zero or Zero and Zero. You've got Zero and Virgil and Doom, and they take over the whole game.
That's easy to say when you're fucking boomerangs from the top of the screen. Yeah, no, you know I'm right.
Okay,
Hold
no.
that.
Okay, right. Nutria's a little bit sad because he plays Hagar, and Wolverine would destroy him.
Actually, no, not really.
Okay, well then, what are you complaining about?
You're Beautiful Joe. You think you're bloody cool with your boomerangs? Hit me in
Beautiful
the eye.
Joe has no part in this.
Yeah. Well, I have it right here in the chest, man.
It was fun. It
I
was a
hate
fun
that
one.
character.
I even recorded. Who was it? Yeah, whenever Justin Wong got in the karate chop with the Kuba, and then was it
My audio overhead, yeah.
who in the crowd literally stood up and did the chop? I just absolutely
I
did
didn't remember hearing about this.
It was
As someone in the crowd done a karate chop anyway, right?
no, not in the stream, in the XGC.
Oh, I have no clue.
Oh god, I can't
Oh, I
remember.
don't know,
It
but
was
I
an
wish I'd
all-nighter,
seen
man.
that.
I was out of it at like 4 a.m. I was completely conked out. Somebody did it. I assume it was Nephilim, and we'll move on.
No, I know his name and I'll remember it later
Actually,
on.
just sorry, before we move on, you try to remember that. I'm going to mention how Doller embroiled the entire brawl scene at the all-nighter.
Oh god.
So, it was very early in the tournament, like Brian said. Smash came on for a bit. Or was it Brawl? Whatever. Brawl came on. And then they played through, like, I think it was the top 64, I believe. And as Nephilim and all your Brawl players were watching, Doyler asked one of the top players there, I think he's Nephilim, I think he's the top player, and he says, how's this game competitive? This is just a party game. And it caused a lot of friction for the rest of the night. It was fun.
Doyler's always doing that, though.
Doyler will dig at every exposed weakness of your seed and put it out for everyone to show. You better...
Jumpsies.
Damn it. God damn it, he's always putting everyone on blast, and it's excellent, and I love it. The mentality is fantastic. Yeah, yeah.
Party game.
There's nothing wrong with being a party game.
No, not at all. But admit it's a party game and let's get on with it. Like, he was refusing. Nope, competitive, actual. Better than AE is what set Doyler off. Sorry, he actually set Doyler off. It's more legit than AE. AE is just random chess.
That was the Mykian who. Am I pronouncing that right?
What's random chess?
Mykian. Mykian, Doyler, and me had to go out and get some food. And my god, that was a fun walk. Because I was just walking at the back while Doyler and Mykian were going at each other's throats the whole way over to the nearest spar. And I was like, spar. The nearest fucking Centra. I cut her food and I just ran back.
I heard about that. I heard there was a commotion stirred in one of the places.
Oh my
like,
god.
everyone started turning heads.
People would run to the other side of the road, to the other path, to avoid having to walk past us.
Jesus.
What are you talking about? What do you mean it takes more skill for my game?
Oh, Doyler, please.
It was funny. It was good. It was a good laugh.
It's comical. I love it. It's excellent. Oh, it always gets me excited. So yeah, the Evo and I are fantastic. I think is that the night the XGC provided food for us.
No, again, that's the October one.
Awesome. Oh, that food is.
There you go.
I really can't remember the all-nighter. Jesus.
Best host ever.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, everyone says I started the all-nighter and established it. I helped pave out like the intricacies of it, I guess, like the times. But it was all John's idea. John's always been very supportive in the background for the scene. It always helps. He's always talking about, we should do more and play extra couple of events, blah blah blah. Let's all have more fun. But yeah, there's always a lot of people like that in the scene, have great ideas, and we chat about it a lot. A lot of times it doesn't come out the way we want it, but it's always talked about. Always. Usually,
yeah, and I moan about people not helping a lot, but there's a lot of people who do help a lot.
Yeah, and you can help in a lot. You don't. It always doesn't have to be action. You can help fairly any way at all. But yeah, Jones was definitely one of the people that is owed for making the event out the way it was, and it was great. So good stuff, John. So we move on to August now. Word of the month was Collusion, I believe. After the fiasco at VXG, was it?
Yeah.
Oh,
VXG, yeah.
VXG started it off, and then there's another tournament later on where they did it again.
Just to point out that maybe Chris G was right. He still hasn't been paid for VXG.
Whoa! Yep. VXG payments are still in decline, or not decline, rather. They're still being pending, rather. Yeah, they're meant to be paid months ago, but now there's like a whole contract thing that was sent out to the players to sign it, so they get paid at all, but it has to be in 2014.
Well, welcome to the beach, folks.
Yeah, welcome to the beach.
There is the thing, like, I can see both sides to this story, right?
Yeah.
Right. Sometimes even if you're a really good player, you have an idea that you have character X in your pocket, you pull it out and it doesn't work. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes that happens. It does happen. It's happened to everyone. It's happened to me, and I'm not even a proper good player. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I reckon DJ's got this match. Nope. Go back to Guile. It does happen, right? On the other side, right, if say I win the lotto tomorrow and I fly in Justin Wong and Dominion, I'm not blaming these two people, I'm just picking two people who we've been discussing, right? Say I fly them over, I put them up, and I give them seeding in my tournament so they don't meet to winner's final, right? One beats the other and they go to grand final, and the entire Irish scene is watching to this great event that I've paid to put on. How would I feel if it was Ryu versus Hakan? Do you know what I mean?
I can't wait to see.
But as you say, like, who picked Hakan earlier in Evo during the all-nighter?
Infiltration.
Yeah,
that's different.
That's different.
But how? But like, I mean,
how do you tell?
That sort of event has just put a lot of tension whenever people are in the character select screen. Whenever it comes to the top yet, like, and say somebody wants to try a character. What if it really doesn't work and it just seems like you really were messing about and it wasn't just a kind of I hope this works. I think I've got a good idea. Oh dear. No, I didn't. And now the stream's gone. The tournament's cancelled.
I can see that. I mean, it was kind of different for Infiltration's case because he's known to pick Hakan for matchups that he believes he could dominate.
Okay. I thought it was just out of the blue because I was like,
yeah, no, for that matchup, that was a full-on counter pick. Like, he's been known in the past to even counter picks Sagat's with Goken, I think it was, and
he does on Guile with Goken.
Yeah, and that's another nightmare for Guile. Like, there's a lot of matches he does counter pick. Chris G, not really known to really do that. I think he picked Yang, was it, for the event?
Yeah.
Yeah, he picked Yang, and I can't really remember exactly how it went because I wasn't really enthralled by a play at VXD. But I do know it carried over to another event. I think it was a battle circuit, and it just had the whole stream shut down because Sanford and Chris G were going to play. Collusion was spoken up, and then Team Spooky does pull the plug. So that tournament went down a bit of a tragic, really.
In that case, there's the other aspect that right, that was kind of a Spooky production.
Yeah,
and that that was the time now that they signed on to Mad Cats, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Just as they do it,
like that was disrespectful. Like, I mean, that was clearly they were taking the piss because the whole collusion thing that happened. That was really disrespectful to him because his sponsors had just said we're not supporting anyone who does collusion. Like, they could have gone to him and they could have said, "We want to try out some new card." You know, if it was genuine, if it was legit.
Yeah.
Come on, like how much work does Spooky put in for the community? Like, I mean, Spooky puts in work for us. He does, though, you know?
Does he?
Yeah.
Like, everything he does brings people to every other community in the world. That's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
like, Spooky's probably done more good for the Irish fighting game community than the three of us put together.
The Irish actual foundation of Ireland.
If you look at it that way, it's true. Like, you know,
Yeah.
whose stream were we watching on at Evo?
Yeah.
So, like, it's really disrespect. Like, but put him in that situation, it's not cool. But again, you run into the same problem that, like, well, maybe they did have pocket characters and they wanted to try them out, and you know.
Yeah, but there's so many uncertainties. Like, go with the safest option. It's not safe in assuming they're just coming with pocket characters. But like the whole idea, the thing is, though, collusion's probably happening all the time. It's just become relevant now because it happened at a bigger event. This could have been going on for ages, and we didn't know.
Well, like, I mean, it mightn't be a popular opinion, but I don't think there's anything wrong with pot share.
No, not really. As long as it doesn't affect the entertainment's outcome, I'm perfectly fine with it. But if it affects my experience, not cool. Not cool.
Like, the people who paid for that pot are the people who are watching the final.
Yeah, I highly,
So give them the final, like, you know.
I highly anticipate Matt gone down to flames because you want to take the piss. Hell no. You have an obligation to entertain me.
Well, you do.
Yeah, I
don't
mean, it
think
sounds
it
a bit
should go
selfish,
so
but
far.
to a degree, if I've been sitting down for 3 hours watching this for the build-up and the build-up falls flat, I'm going to be upset. So,
I don't even think it should be a matter of obligation. I don't really know much about whether or not it's right or wrong, but surely there should be some sort of, like, yeah, I got first place.
well, like,
Sort of, you know, there's something to still fight for, even if they have pot split. They can have their name on.
Like,
you
the
know,
fact is,
top.
it's just an issue of them being lazy. It was just disrespectful. It's not an immensely big issue, really, but for Spooky in particular, an issue. So,
Yeah.
moving on from that, that's collusion, word of the month, fucking months, rather.
May it never return.
Ah, no, I'd like a bit of collusion too. Got a little icon on Twitch and everything, little handshake. Oh, it's lovely. DLC 10, 2 years in the making, 10th of August at the Exchange again. So, not exactly our swan song yet. This is probably it.
Oh, this would be the one then, yeah.
Yeah, so, geez, so many of these DLCs, I've lost track. They've lost their luster. Jesus. I don't know which ones were the awesome ones or not. Maybe they all were. So, this had Brawl, Marvel, A, and Injustice at it. 2 years in the making. Could refer some knowledge on that. I'm not 100% sure on what he means. Is he just talking about like the 10th anniversary or?
Yeah, the 10th anniversary, like the 10th doc.
Yeah. Okay. We had our usual rule format. Blah blah blah. No white tracksuits, please. Thank you. We had a little member to the scene, Superchar. Some 13-year-old little kid coming on in. Playing some
Hang on a sec, I won this? I win tournaments?
What? You didn't win. Shut up. Did you?
You won some quote unquote some comic game.
Yeah, I did. I
Get
heard that I
bodied.
won, and then Nutrient came next, and Bentagen and Dweller.
Oh, that's when I played Virgil against Ben and he lost his shit. I remember that. He got mad salty. For a good reason though. I wasn't. Oh, this is when I like stopped playing for ages. I was just like, "Hey Ben, hold his Helmbreaker." Bopped.
Can I just point out with the AE tournaments?
Yeah.
Right, I didn't get to the final in this one. It was
Whoa.
Cobblecog versus Ladno, and it was a really fun final. But Cobblecog got a bit salty, and there's a post from Ladno that I'd like to read out.
Sure.
That's okay. Great day. Thanks a lot to the organisers. Pro tip for Cobblecog. You're playing Street Fighter. There are counter picks, cheap shit, and bullshit. Deal with it.
Oh.
There is no need for insults, negative comments, or laughing at your opponent during the match when he drops a combo. Just quietly accept your defeat, shake hands, and walk away.
Damn.
Whoa!
That was some heavy words. A lot of honesty from Ladno in there.
Well, you know, he's the professional Russian.
Yeah. If he dies, he dies.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Jeez. So a heated grand final for AE.
Who needs to watch Coronation Street? Jesus.
What?
Sorry, I suppose you folks would watch on my doing.
Oh, Wayne, very well accommodated Coronation Street.
Is that on that TV thing?
Yeah.
that TV thing.
There's like a picture of like a Phoenix Wright eating a sandwich. What's going on?
It was not like I had to get there, and it
He's
was.
got a controller in the basket and all. Did you well Photoshop the crap out of
Of
this?
course I did.
He got like a 360 pad and a copy of Marvel on his back.
Yeah, people were like complaining about how they had to go so far, and I was like, "Oh, really? Come on!" The fact that it was going to be early in the morning and I'd have to get up at whatever ridiculous time, catch buses, trains, taxis just to get there on time. In fact, that was really weird because two folks walked up to me while I was waiting on the train in the train station and said, "Excuse me, are you like there?" I
No, I don't
"What?"
believe it.
No, well, they were going to the tournament as well, so that's what they knew. But the initial sort of like emotion was, "What? This has gone too far. This is too close to home. This should not be happening."
That was
Where is
definitely-
this? Where is this thing? Where's this image I'm trying to find?
It's somewhere. You'll find it yourself. Definitely a phrase that the whole entire bloody year was.
Well, there it
Are
is,
you the
there it
real
is.
light hero? I just keep hearing
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
It was
either real
Void.
light arrow.
The real?
He said to better suit the Northern crowd, we might be running NPC as our first tournament of the day. And I said, "Oh, sure," because no one from the North does Marvel vs. Capcom 3. But
No
okay.
Northern players? Say, Lee, aren't you a Northern player who's running late? Huh. It's as though we've
Hey.
done it on purpose.
Oh, I remember this day. I nearly lost my head. No one's fault or anything. Nearly lost my head. I must have gotten 15 phone calls from different people asking me to register them. This is what inspired me,
Whoa.
Nutrient, to ask you to write that sign.
Oh, yeah.
What sign?
Unfair accusation. Or
I,
something.
he basically wrote a sign saying, "Doom is not running this tournament. Doom is trying to set up a recording
Oh,
setup."
yes!
If you're going to sign up, go to the booth and do it yourself. Just,
Yeah.
I didn't ask you to sign me up. I was just like...
No, I'm not actually.
Well, look,
blaming
you're
you,
a
Lee.
pretty
It's
wholesome
just-
dude. I don't mind signing up someone with. That's not a bane in my ass. However, there's people that I dislike with a passion. Ah, that's not true. There's people that just give me hassle, then ask me to sign them up. It's like me knocking over
And
your.
actually, I don't mind people ringing me either. It was just a day when it happened. Just like I
So
looked
then-
down at my phone and there was 5 missed calls. Like at one point, and they're like, "What lads? Come on, give me a break."
Yeah. The lads. Oh God. This always brings me back to Cyrus and his comments of bringing gear, but it's kind of a similar issue, isn't it, really? Don't bring your own gear. You're not even going to bring your own hand over to the desk to sign up for the tournament? Jesus.
Nutrient, I'm going to specifically request that you link that Phoenix Wright image that I spent about an hour photoshopping
I already-
in the
I
description.
probably already did. Who knows? The future's
Yes!
mysterious. But we do have all the listings of winners and whatnot. So Lee won it. Oh, I'm first runner up. Damn, I lost.
Woohoo!
And then Ben, salty Ben. GG's Ben.
Oh my god, poor Ben. Oh, I remember that. I remember when it all just fell apart. And it was just,
I keep going back to it because I was scared of Ben then. He wouldn't even look me in the eye or shake my hand. Oh man, he just walked away. It's so disrespectful. Damn.
He just needed a bit of time to stop himself from killing you.
Yeah, well, he's.
He did it because he's a good friend.
I don't know. I just honestly, I just think Ben's team setup is very restrained. I think he just needs to pick a cheaper team and get up leveled with it. I guess I don't know. His team's not cheap enough. That's all I'm gonna
Smash
say. And for
Brothers.
Marvel, you don't have a cheap team. You know that's how it is.
Yeah. Smash Bros. Is at this one as well.
Yeah, this is where Gory, who's surprisingly he's a fantastic Brawl player apparently, which is shocking. I didn't know this.
We're still playing Melee. We're playing Brawl.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know that. What? Interesting. This is like so surprising because I know the main guy that's like the Smash leader is like Deadeye Dave, who would usually who's been running all these events from January up to now. These were pretty well handled tournaments. I won Justice, S for 16. Yeah, so Lano and Cobblecock had to do a little AE bash, which was fantastic.
Good stuff.
Yeah, good event. So, moving on from that event, we go on to NomCon August 30th to September 1st. I don't think you were at this. Huh?
I was.
Yeah, you were there. Absolutely. Very supportive of the cons. Is it only ArcadeCon that calls you out, or did NomCon also approach you? Or is this just ErtaCon itself? Which events actually call you out to stream and whatnot? Or do any? I'm probably inferring a lot of things here.
ArcadeCon asked me a couple of years ago. If they asked me again, I'd do it.
Yeah.
I just haven't been asked.
Okay.
Nomcom didn't ask me, but when I showed up, everyone got excited because they assumed I'd bring. record, you know, that huge case. They just assumed, oh, if Doom's here, you'll bring that. No, that's not the way it works.
Yeah.
But I've been talking to them, and I'll probably be recording this year, in the year coming.
Oh, awesome.
So that's cool. And like, there's also seems to be this myth that, you know, I'll always prioritize AE, and I'm sure, as you both know, that's not true. I'll just prioritize whatever people really want prioritized, you know.
Yeah.
And Erticon always get in contact with me, with plenty of time. Dominicon do as well, and there's one out in UCD. The name escapes me as well. They often contact me, but they seem to have a habit of contacting me for weekends I'm in Germany working. So there's also, we're gonna start running into this kind of con fatigue as well, where at this point there's so many of them that, you know,
There is a lot.
Oh, there is.
There's a
Yeah.
lot
Like
of conventions.
7, maybe 8 a year. Jesus.
Yeah.
I can only handle 2 a year,
Yeah.
and even that's pretty crazy.
but like Nomcom, I go to a lot of these cons, and I've been going for a long time, since about '98 to cons, on and off, and like there's a really good vibe in Nomcom. There's a really good vibe in Erticon too, so I'd be very happy to give him a hand, you know, and give him some memories
Yeah.
and some advertising. So,
I think Nomcon and just like ArcadeCon itself, they were both held in the same venue. I think I could be wrong though.
Yeah, they were.
Where was
yeah,
it?
they were
Ballsbridge?
the D4 hotels, they were called for a while, but they might be now called the Ballsbridge Hotel.
Okay, right. Maybe can't remember exactly if the Nomcon one was held there though. Anyway,
It was in the same room and everything.
Oh, jeez, my
Yeah.
memory's terrible. Alright, anything specific?
Yeah, so I came second to Fergus.
Oh, I remember something big about that event actually. There was also a Remy cosplayer there.
Oh yeah, that's where the photo of me shaking hands with the Remy. And do you know what? He knows who I am. I went to play him, and we were, oh, you're doing that girl player.
What?
Remy knows who I am.
And you were so disrespectful to Remy in the past years. Oh man.
Yeah, I still told him as was shaking his hand. He's like, sorry, I'm famous for hating Remy. That's why I wanted to get the big thing. He's like, that's okay.
I hate myself too.
Oh, well, of course, he's in character then. Fantastic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Alright, so lovely little event, same as usual, very anime focused, bit of fine games in there, good crack had by all. Then we had, I have no real reference or experience to this event, which was Nerd Alert in Galway.
I was at it as well, so
Ooh, that's a far trek.
yeah. Well, I happened to be down. My girlfriend's from Galway, so there's going to be some synergy when I happen to be down there when the lads are doing an event the odd time. I came third. I got beaten by Goken and Ook by Goken, and he bodied me. He really bodied me.
Really?
I need practice that matchup. I was really proud because I got a reaction Sonic Hurricane against the Hadoken.
Ooh.
Like, it's difficult to reaction Hadoken. That was like the highlight of the fight. So it's, you know, when you play a character who outzones 98% of the cast, you got to accept there's going to be one who outzones you.
Yeah.
So I would love to get like a really long set in with Goop though. I reckon I could figure some stuff out because I would. Marvel might be different for you lads, but for me it's Street Fighter, and I know Steve-O agrees with me, who also plays a very kind of niche character. The measure of how you play is how you react to your bad matchups.
Yeah, I can see.
So, like, I'm pretty proud of how I can play Akumas, and I'm pretty happy with my Viper game these days. But Guken is one I need to learn. But anyway, yeah, the lads from Cork came first and second. It was Gook and
Silver Steves?
Silver Steez came first and second, and I was third. And there was some really big hype at this match. It's in a craft brewery, the place where they have it, and they have a room all to themselves. And I have to say, I was so impressed by the lads. I was impressed by how Jimmy ran the event. I was impressed by how hyped they were and how up they were for it. And like, my girlfriend was picking me up from there as I was leaving. Everyone was going, "Bye, Brian," like, as I was leaving.
Say bye
She
to
was
your
like,
friends.
Yeah, and she was there like, "What have you been doing in there?"
Oh, she doesn't know.
Well, no, she knows what I was doing in there, but she also knew there was no one who really knew me in there. If you get me. So when I was leaving, everyone was bye out the door. She's like, "What the hell?" So,
Don't be
but
jelly.
it was a great event, and the Galway lads always come up to see us. So I hope one or two of us can always get down to their events too. I think it's only fair.
Oh, that's awesome.
So,
You'd be better off playing Goki's Gogan as well. Mine's ass. I haven't a clue what's going on. He might,
Yeah.
he might jump. Hold on. Oh no, he's not jumping. Oh fuck.
part of me was saying like he's beating you by outzoning you. Why don't you just play Goken? And then I was like, I might actually consider that. But even if I do that, it's not like I can bust it out in the next 2 months.
Yeah, you
Like I
might.
have to.
Maybe. So
Serious training montage.
seems like
Go.
the event went pretty good.
That was great. It was great. Can't say enough good things about it.
Well, it's good to hear stuff other than like Dublin because I'm sure there's a couple more events outside of Dublin, but it's usually Cork and Galway, and since the north is disbanded, nothing's going on up the north except the players are coming to us. So please,
Yeah, I really wish. I wish something would happen up there. Like you both know, in the past, I'm perfectly happy to go record all day long
Oh,
if I
yeah,
have
yeah,
to.
yeah, absolutely.
So I really wish. Anyway,
Lee, it's up to you. The onus is on you to redevelop the northern scene. Good luck.
yeah,
Go
go.
find Liquid Sword. He will lead you the way.
If I get freaking fired from my job, I'll be like, right, okay, I know what to do. I know my calling.
The next team's booby.
I'll happily whistle out the door, going, I know what my next objective is.
Then you're just competing with Doom's channel, and it's a big problem then.
Dun, 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 dun. That'll be fine. It's a collaboration of sorts. There's no competing.
So moving
True
off
that.
from August, we're going into September. So we're going on to Q4 now of the entire year. Very close to stage plan. So close. I can feel it. So September had Inferno Rises. Hadn't had an Inferno in all year. We had an Infergus, but no Inferno. Inferno Rises on the 7th of September in the XBC. Now at this stage we've officially moved to the XBC. Like they're holding our gear. We have agreements with them. We take up half the room and wreck it for the COD heads or whatever. While everyone else is there on the second floor. We had Marvel, AE teams, IG Injustice, and
I don't think
casuals.
AE teams happened. There wasn't enough. Like when AE was finished, some people left, and there would have been like 4 teams.
Okay,
So
right, and then we just had casual. So it was kind of it was a bit of both really. It was kind of a laid back tournament to say really. Not to
it
say
was the first of my regular streams.
Oh yeah, that's after we figured out after the manager figured out how his internet works in his own internet cafe.
Yeah.
So once we got that settled off, I think it was a pretty lukewarm event. Pretty laid back, like I said, like casuals had. I think we done our usual thing, ended at 8 or 9 o'clock, went out for drinks. Yeah, not much to
it.
say in it. Yeah. Moving on, we had Sunday the 15th of September with Invasion.
Oh, this is actually where I went down to Galway. Sorry,
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
What the hell was the last event?
it was just their weekly.
Oh, okay. Oh, screw that. So, right, we already covered that event, so that's September cleared up. Moving on to October, we had the Fight Fest poll, which was occurring on October 12th in the XBC. Did that
This-
occur?
Yes, this Fight Fest is the flash kick incident.
Oh, right. Yep, there we go.
Mm.
So there was this wonderful window in the XGC. There's
Wonderful,
everyone
yeah,
loved
hang
that
on.
window.
there's a stairway that goes from the bottom floor to the top floor, and on the way there's a halfway break. There's a small landing, and there's a window there that was propped open by an Xbox disc, Xbox disc case, as far as I remember.
And it
Not
was
a disc
unseasonab-
alone.
It was unseasonably hot.
It was pretty damn warm.
Yeah.
For October, yes, absolutely. We've had one of the worst summers. Well, I mean, I say worst. One of the hottest summers ever over in Ireland this year. And I wasn't there. I can't say exactly what happened. Doom.
I can just about remember.
Yeah, well,
What?
I think I
That's
got a
trauma.
good view on it a bit somewhat myself. When the event happened on the landing, when someone was trying to open the window, Doom himself, tried to move the case, remove it, on this heavy-duty window, the sound could only be described as a sink being pulled out of a wall. It was this loud. The biggest
But it was
crash.
also followed by a flash kick.
Yeah. So we believe. So, window comes unhitched off the wall and crashes down. A few of us rush on out, and there's Brian standing there, completely innocent, hands up, not knowing what's going on. At an event.
to be fair, it looked like the window slid up,
Yeah,
right?
it
And the
looked
window was just this one massive pane of glass.
huge.
And what people didn't see was there was about a 15, well, it felt like about 15 seconds of me. My hands were right at the bottom of this pane of glass, and I was desperately trying to, leverage it back into place.
Mm.
And it was just too much. And I couldn't push it back. Like, but
Really?
I was,
How,
yeah.
were you struggling with it for that long?
Well, if I don't think it was that long, but when you've got a pane of glass about to smash in your head, it
It could
it
have been
feels
nice,
like it's a
yeah.
long time,
I suppose so. Man, you should have said, assist me. Get someone to go in there and run down. Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Like,
That's awful.
I was insanely lucky though. Like I didn't
Yeah.
get a single scratch, and like it was literally like there was a circle around me where none of the glass
Yeah,
went.
that
and
was
there
all
just-
missed you. Yeah.
Yeah. And there was just glass everywhere then on the landing. Like, oh my god.
The
We
longest,
were pretty fucking concerned whenever
the
we saw
longest
the scene.
delayed as well. But you just saw it came out. It was very delayed. Are you okay? Because it's very just like, Jesus. Because the crash was so loud. I swear, a car crashed into the building.
Yeah, it was
Ridiculous.
one of the loudest noises I've ever heard.
Yeah. So,
I'm glad
yeah.
that the people running the show weren't really angry. And
Oh,
were
they came up and they were
very-
kind of like, oops.
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't have propped it up with a.
Probably
Yeah.
should have kept it like working.
Yeah, like it was so hot in there. You've no idea. Like anyone would have opened that window walking by it. It was roasting.
If there's
least
anything
five-
that... Sorry, go on ahead.
At least 5 people actually said thank you to me.
That's right,
He-
yeah,
yeah.
it's like much better.
Because he's
Yeah.
fine, and couldn't may have not turned out that way for someone else.
Even if you did get killed, it wouldn't have been in vain.
Doom had that. He had that like Team Doomy look. Just everything repelled from him. Whoa,
Yeah.
window missed. A big footprint in the roof as well. So
Repulsor.
Doom just works well with projectile glass. You know?
That's it. Like, yeah.
'Cause-
Projectiles don't come from me. They go away and attack other people. That's all.
tax that landing. We just go straight to that because Five Fest was also really. It was again in our all-nighter long
Yeah,
event.
it's fun.
We
Whatever.
also ordered in food, which was interesting because XTC kind of they offered it heavily to us. So we got like maybe 50 pounds of like chicken and rice and noodles just combined into these little
Oh,
paperweight
Jesus.
boxes. And Jesus, the chicken was like, I
It
think
left plenty to be desired.
I swear we were eating dog or something. It was manky. I was like eating chunked up cardboard. But Doyler was loving it, and Tom was loving it even more because he was living
Doyler
the life
didn't
of a
touch it.
student. Ah, he did kind of.
He didn't. He's like, fuck that, I'm off to go get some proper food.
This is when he still had that heart condition as well. So we were like, here, eat this weird, funky looking food.
No, he didn't-
Your heart will
didn't.
be fine.
I thought
No.
it was nice.
Yeah, it was
I
fab.
ate it. It was edible.
It was just one piece of like, ugh. No, I don't know. You guys are
If
disgusting.
we do it again, we'll go somewhere else. Please.
No, the place is great. Just I'm not eating that food again. Please.
Sorry, no, whenever I say, what I mean is next time, go somewhere else for the food.
Next
Not.
time we'll get Indian.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind a bit of Indian. That'd be nice. Trying some
The
Indian.
HTC works pretty well, though.
Oh
As
yeah.
a-
I mean,
as a-
I'd like if they kind of cleared it up a little. I mean, there's like 10, 12 spare monitors that they're just never used.
Oh my god. But I mean, is this not sort of the... Yeah, sorry, Doom. You probably know what I'm going to say.
I think they kind of are trying to, like, they've replaced one of the Xbox screens with one of the Sony screens, and they've cleared off, like, there's a kind of a, what I'm hoping is supposed to be used as an admin area for us now. Like,
Ooh,
there's
that's good.
a
Yeah.
table about halfway through the venue, like.
Yeah.
But Nutrient's there much more than me. He'd have his finger on the pulse way more than I would with these
Well-
kind of things.
They've put a phone shop in the first floor, so
Yeah.
that's definitely a step towards doing my main. I can't stand it. Oh, my mind is done in. Phone shop in the way. Every time I walk in the door, I hit my knee off it into like forgiveness. I'm like, I hate this place. This phone shop keeps hitting me in the knee. This is the worst. Hopefully,
But I love doing tournaments there, though. It's so much easier.
absolutely, yeah. And the main guy in the XGC, Felix, is pretty cool.
Very good.
They have streamable internets.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a big deal.
They're not getting Xboxes and PS4s in though, which is me coming into November right now.
Yeah.
PS4
thought
and
that was
Xbox
gonna be
are released.
thing.
Huh?
So they're not going to get any PS4s and Xbox Ones?
No,
Not for now.
Not really soon. Maybe never.
There's so many good games for... Oh, never mind.
I know
Okay.
we kind of segued horribly off Five Fest, but yeah, Five Fest, awesome, great, weird food. Now November.
There's not much to say about it other than food.
Yeah, October's pretty quiet. Yeah, it usually is, I think. Stupid phone shop. Yeah, November, 2 consoles released to no one's amazement. They're both pretty launched tightly. They're pretty much paid alpha machines, really. Yeah.
I look forward to whenever the Wii U gets plenty of games put in, and the other two will be lagging behind, and I'll be having fun with my Xbox. Or sorry, having fun with my Wii U.
Well, I'm having fun with my Xbox One. Killer Instinct, man. It's fun.
Killer Instinct is fun.
Yeah. It's better than Injustice. I mean, I still like playing that game, but Chaos is
Absolutely more fun. Than
whoa, hang on. Don't you talk crap on Superman, dude. Oh, 423, man, through the camera. Whoa.
Beautiful Joe Red Hot Rumble is more fun than fucking Injustice.
Get out of here. You feel
I do think like the start of next year is going to be difficult for like as more and more people move to PS4 and Xbox One. People are going to stop practicing the 360 and PS3 games.
Yeah.
This does suck.
Like so,
This
the next 6 months is going to be a difficult period for fighting games until the new iterations start
we
appearing
need
on the
those.
new
Is
consoles.
Ultra not coming next gen though? I was gonna say the same thing as Lee.
Nothing confirmed.
Oh, that's kind of troubling. Not even
Yeah.
as like an arcade game or something. I don't know.
No, an arcade game there is coming out, but like I don't know if I'm gonna.
No,
Like,
but I'm just
there's-
wondering if they release it as a format of an arcade game just to put onto the systems. I mean, conveniently, because I mean it's gonna be a pain next gen and then current gen AE being on
Oh,
it.
absolutely, yeah.
How the hell is that?
I really want them to announce it for next gen, but there's nothing so far.
Oh, it's gonna be such a pain for tournaments. There's gonna be like 10 PS4s and Xbones and be like, oh,
Yep.
let's play EE. Oh, who's got an Xbox 360? No.
Doom, do you know whenever the PS4 is going to change their copyright protect
Oh, it's
HDMI
terrible.
system?
No, but they said it's coming.
Oh,
Nutrient, you freaking give me the heads up about how copyright protection is coming for the Xbox, or it activates on the Xbox One if you install the Blu-ray app.
yeah.
Is that really true?
This is a current issue on the Xbox One. If you probably it's the same on the PS4, and I'll tell you why. There's an Xbox app where the name of it is Blu-ray app, I believe. Once that's installed, it enables HDCP, which prevents you from streaming or basically extracting images off your TV conveniently without a certain device purchased from Amazon, which Doom knows full well the intricacies of streaming on a PS3, for example. So if you install the app, you're not going to be using your Hauppauge on your Xbox One without a separate device to change the signal.
Stripper.
Stripper, yeah.
HDCP stripper.
So you're going to need a stripper to do it on Xbox One. So if you just
Not
keep
that
the app
count.
off, I don't know if installing the app ever. I don't know if you can install it and then uninstall it and it gets rid of it. I haven't a clue if you can just do that. But yeah,
that'd be
don't
interesting.
turn your Xbox One into a Blu-ray player if you are a streamer just yet.
My little brother did. I mean, I told him, he was like, I already did. It was the first thing I done.
It's okay, just refer him to Doom and Doom will help him. I don't know. Here's a box full
Actually,
of strippers. Take all of them.
Last time I checked, that wasn't available on Amazon.
Doom's probably got.
The
How
one
many
that
things
I-
have you got?
It was all sold out.
There's always ways and means. I have a device that will convert a HDMI signal to a component signal.
Jesus
Where you can
Christ.
just plug it in that way.
That's why I love the
also,
Elgato, though.
if you really want me to, I can link you to a dodgy Chinese box that claims it does the same thing.
Oh boy, I can't wait.
Yeah. In the defense of the makers of the consoles, they clearly want people making videos.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I do think they're going to deactivate this. Both of them are going to figure out a way around this.
Yeah, because I remember the PS3
genuinely
they said, "Oh, we literally can't take it out. We built it in."
Oh,
Uh,
that reminds me of the last podcast that you had, where you had that idea about having some sort of like merging of all the different sides that are arguing about it, to have some sort of like thing organized so that the players, the developers, and this brings in YouTube and everything. But it was actually a good idea, I thought, that everyone gets a share of it.
Oh yeah, I mean, you and I are both in the same position here, and we're saying, yeah, I'd be perfectly happy for Capcom to get,
I wouldn't care, absolutely.
yeah, I wouldn't care at all. I think I'd be happy to know that I'm safe to put my content
Exactly.
up as long as and I'd be happy to know that I'm probably paying to Street Fighter's continued existence every time I put up an SF video, and Marvel's every time I put up an...
That'd be awesome.
know?
Yeah, you could say,
Peace
"I'm
of
keeping
mind.
Street Fighter live
Yeah,
with my
and
10%."
it's less hassle.
Yeah, that'd be great. So,
Yeah, and it eliminates the hassle because it's all legal,
yeah, because when it is made, I mean, PS4's got a share button. I mean, if that's not an invitation to output video, I don't know what is. A share button,
Yeah.
like, come on.
Oh, and before we get on track, I do have to say in my defense, you did mention about me using music.
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
Man, you were very frugal with your music. What's up with that?
Absolutely. If you're going to do a sit-in, you might as well fucking do it right.
You are
all the music.
Yeah,
All the music that I use is all video game music.
Yeah,
So
how do you get away with that? What the hell?
Well, whenever you start uploading videos of a video game, you're agreeing that you can upload it without the music, without the audio. That's in the contract. You're supposed to be uploading it without the actual audio of the video game.
So you just use other video games.
Well, no, as in like, but we do that anyway. Everyone does that anyway.
I don't.
It's not my contract.
Yeah.
Well, okay, well,
Seriously,
it wasn't mine. It wasn't mine.
Okay.
Or sorry, well, not necessarily with my partnership one. It's whenever it goes to the whole over blanket sort of like, oh, so you want to upload YouTube videos? It's not necessarily with your partnership, but they say like Microsoft agrees that you can upload the Xbox footage of the game, but whenever it comes to the audio, it's they kind of leave it as ambiguous as possible, so they're not going to be put for blame for letting other people upload music from video games that have been used in albums and whatever. But whenever it comes to that, it's like, just use any video game music. It doesn't make a difference.
Okay.
There's been the odd time where there's maybe like, Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. That would have music that's actually sold as a separate album. And that would be like, you can't use this. And I'd be like, okay.
Oh.
I'll take the video down and I'll put in
Fair
different.
enough.
And I've never heard any complaints since. So
All right.
I figured it was just another reason to make the videos a little bit more, dynamic or whatever.
And it's pretty inevitable to see when video footage does get pulled up.
On this topic, before we move on to whatever, because it did happen this year, but at this point, I think what's really hurting everyone is the lack of communication between all the parties.
Absolutely.
Something needs to start getting nailed out. Like, I know you've got a different partner to me. My partner's doing their best, but at the end of the day, they can say, what we think you need to do is X, Y, Z, A, B, C.
Mine don't
They
even
don't
talk to me
know.
anymore. They don't. They're completely out of loss. It's time we jump ship, Doom. We should make our own partnership.
That's it. Lither Doom.
Needs work.
Rolls right off the tongue.
Yeah. Dumero. Dumero.
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
You go with that.
Or just
But, no, I agree. It's really up in the air. Something's gonna happen.
Yeah, it has to.
the emotion happens. New YouTube.
I do hope that it's your solution because that would be great, but I can't see it coming.
Yeah.
No.
Well, if Gutax and Mike Ross can't make it work, no one is.
My solution relies on everyone acting like adults.
Yeah, basically. And let's be fair, whenever it comes to the developers that really love their IPs to the point that there is no negotiations at all, it's just not going to happen.
No. So, moving off that, we're going to go into something lighter, more fun. Dominicon 2013, which is on November 16th.
That was a fun old day, wasn't it?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Was I the only one there? It was a fun old day.
I was at the one before that. That was. I don't know anything about this. I know Marvel and Tekken and Brawl were there.
I think this is the one where AJ bet me, and I had to listen to him for about a month.
Oh, what? But you live with him.
I know.
You live with the Ryu.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh, God, endless so it was. But, yeah.
I'm kind of jealous I missed it now.
Give us a soundbite from the many conversations.
I don't know, I've blanked them off in my mind now. At this
Really? Oh, AJ, there's no love here.
Hey, G, please. Damn.
I'm sure he'll show up with some examples.
Yes.
The only thing
Nice
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, this is the one with that failure of a UMVC tournament.
Oh, yeah, Tom won it. That's the failure.
Is
Is
that
that what
was
you're trying to
better?
say, Doom? The failure was Tom winning. I agree, 100%.
Tom didn't win the Minicon.
Wait, what? Did he not?
He wasn't there.
Oh.
The final was Bento Sento versus Daniel from Galway.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ. Ugh.
Well,
He sure wasn't the Airta concert. No, he wasn't at that either.
No, he wasn't at that either. So has Tom... Well then, okay.
He won something. He did.
He won not attending. I don't know.
The only winning
We're
move
all
in Marvel
winners.
versus Capcom 3 is to not play the game.
The only guys that lost were Bento and Jesus. So that's. I mean, no disrespect to the guys, but I don't know. I would have liked to win it. We get a point, I guess.
Yeah, you get a pint. So if you won.
Yes, cheap drink. Moving on. Erdicon, which personal favorite for you two guys. I'm correct. This happened 23rd November. Crow Park, that's a big step up.
God.
Yeah.
What?
I can honestly say I played a final in Croke Park. So
Yeah.
can you, Lee.
Yeah, I did.
That's a big deal. I mean, you
I
guys.
feel- Too bad they haven't had it in Crow Park for 3 years running, because then I'd be like, I've been in the final 3 years in a row.
Yeah, only I can say I've done the final for 2 years in a row in Erdicon. Only I can say that. Third year I missed out.
Actually, I've been in the final in Articon for like 4 years.
Big one.
Actually, that's a lie. No,
No?
not in a row. I've been in the final 3 years of the 4.
Oh well,
Okay.
so sad.
I mean,
I've always come second though, never won.
like out of all the cons being like gaming, fighting gaming fluff, this was bigger than anything we've ever done, ever. In terms of like the scope of it, I know like it's unfair to compare cons. You could say all cons are bigger than our events, even the annual Evo one last year. But you type up Dublin, you're gonna see Croke Park somewhere in the images. So that's gigantic.
I think they could have. Sorry, go ahead.
Go on, no, you go first.
Can I go?
I think they could have set up the sort of gaming area to be a little bit better, because I actually missed the Erdicon gaming room from last year's.
Yeah.
I thought they had all the radiators on whenever it really shouldn't have been that warm. It was really dark as well. The whole building was really dark. If you look at any of the photographs of all of the different costumes and stuff, it looks like it was in perpetual darkness every day. So those are like the only things that they would need to like improve on whenever it goes back. If it has to go back, they've organised it that'll be in Crow Park next year already.
Oh wow, good.
Well, that means their most successful year. Of course, they're going to go back to Croker. Like, they had 3,000 people at it. So
Yeah, they just need to work on like getting up and down the lifts and
yeah, there was a couple of little things that would change.
more
I did-
stairs.
I found the way the games were laid out this year was more conducive to people coming along and just going, oh, game I like tournament, I'll play in that.
Yeah,
Like, although partially that was me, because I was the guy who said, yeah, we're going to replace this screen with our monitor and we're going to face this screen out into the like, the main
you know
lobby.
how to
Like,
set it up.
yeah.
You know how to draw on the crowds.
Yeah,
And
and it
Like
worked.
Video
It worked.
footage of kick dive.
That's an
And I
awesome
remember-
idea. Yeah, to show everyone what they could be playing or watching if we
Yeah.
find it.
And that's it. Like, there was 2 guys playing Tekken or something. Like, kicked them off and put on dive kick.
Yeah,
Within 5
that's what I'm talking about.
Literally within 5 minutes, there was a crowd of about 20 people watching this crazy game.
See, it's not just me. Everyone else thinks the same.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you had a similar experience, Lee, but I know Onion did. There was something about dive kick, and this goes for every con that I was at this year. People were coming up to me who knew nothing about fighting games, and they were explaining to me like, oh, that's Marn. He's friends with this guy called Justin Wong, who's like this really big fighting game player, and, you know, he rides his coattails. And, oh, that's based on Seth Killian, who helped make the Street Fighter. Do you know what I mean? It was crazy.
Do they know that they're real people? That's what I want to know. That'd be amazing.
They know they're real people. Like, it was like they went on the dive kick wiki, if such a thing exists, and just learned. Like, they loved the game, so they learned all about the character.
I didn't experience that at all.
No, it was pretty funny. And they're talking to me. I'm like, really? Oh, I never knew Seth Killian was a real person. Like,
Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, even Stream Monster. Yeah, he lives out in Oregon. Oh, he's brilliant. The best
They were there.
Street Monster.
But they were explaining the joke behind Stream Monster. Like, I was like, I'm pretty sure I know what a Stream Monster is.
Get Ski Sonic off the mic. I love that ending. It's the best.
That's broken.
I'm going to patch you into existence. Or some jargon.
That game's so much fun. But that it's tournament bait. That game is. It's the perfect casual tournament game.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There was one of the past cons had like 64 entrants for that.
Yeah,
That was more than all of them combined.
It's not mentioned here, is it? But oh no, it is. Blaze Blue. That actually had quite a big crowd that time, or at
Yeah.
least it had a big impact on the follow-up tournament.
Yeah, I missed to mention that. Chrono Phantasma did come out this year, and that's been making a comeback again.
Mhm. I'm glad to see it because I like the lads, basically.
Yeah,
It's good.
I like them too.
I like seeing them all. So.
Any good news for any fighting games, good news for just the community in general. Otherwise, we're going to be dying
Takes
out.
Tekken down a peg. I'm all about it. Let's go. Moving from Aircom was an awesome event. Big, lot of cool things happened. You guys enjoyed it a lot thoroughly.
Yeah.
Had Doctor
Big
Who, which is on the
users.
side. I
Just
don't know.
Oh, if I start talking about Doctor Who, I won't stop. So.
All I'll say is I like the new one better than the last. Now that's going to put you a bit angry, and I'm going to move on.
Oh my. Who
Uh,
won? Who won? Who won Street Fighter?
I can actually sense animosity.
I'll let you guess what the final was.
Was it Ladno
It was
Versus-
Lando.
and Bento Santo?
No.
Was it you?
It happened to be me. Yes.
That was my second guess too.
Yeah.
So did you win?
Oh my god, I'm about to cry. No, I didn't.
Oh.
I
It's
did
okay,
beat him
Jimmy.
with Rog. I bet him with Balrog for a fight, and Dark Bunny nearly fell off his seat laughing.
Oh god. Speaking of, he won Marvel. He beat me into losers and then in finals.
You can't just get a break.
No, not at all.
And then he gets the art book, and I felt really good about not attending because like I don't need 2 art books. Yes,
No, you don't need 2 art picks at all.
a victory
I-
for Dublin.
I'm actually looking at my art book from Articon last year right now.
Me too. Oh, me too. Where is it? Yeah. Oh, good art book.
I'm gonna go look at my.
Yeah, a lot of nice art books you got there. I see a bent sword though.
Wait, what?
Oh, nothing. I thought
What?
your sword got bent, didn't it? You have like a rebellion replica, right?
I've got Rebellion and Master Sword replicas.
I thought one was bent or something.
One of them got broken the last year, but
Oh.
I fixed it for this year.
Ah, cool stuff.
It's okay. It's grand. It's still hanging in there.
Oh man, I saw your Phoenix Wright cosplay for Erticon.
It was pretty bad. It's pretty good, but the wig was terrible, so I'll get that fixed for next time.
Yeah, I don't have much to comment on with that. It reminded me of a certain literature writer, but I'm not gonna get into that. Nothing. I'll tell you later.
Tell me right now. You can't say it and just like leave it on.
I think I can actually.
God.
Next
Can I
one.
just say shout outs to the Maya cosplayer as well, because she gave me an Onion a good laugh.
A Maya cosplayer.
There was a
Oh,
Maya cosplayer, yeah. She's good too. Well,
What'd
I'm
you
not
say?
a big Phoenix.
ah.
Go on.
What was
Well,
it?
I mean, actually, I think that was a different one. There was 2 of them there.
Oh, okay. Well, the one I was talking to was a huge Doctor Who fan, and when she saw my T-shirt, she nearly exploded. So
That's all.
Like literally exploded bits everywhere. Had to evacuate the venue.
nearly, not joking, she was just,
Oh,
oh my god, I love Doctor Who so much, and today's the 50th.
Holy fucking shit! You like Doctor Who too? What are the odds?
At a nerd convention.
At the 50th Doctor Who anniversary.
Showing, yeah.
seriously, though, I do like the new one. He's way better.
Well, it's a new one coming, so.
Yeah, I like the new one. The one that replaced the last one.
Oh, Peter Capaldi.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I love him too, so.
Oh,
looking forward.
really? Damn, I thought you hated him. Never mind.
Oh, I'm
Everyone
old
seems to
school.
love the old one. I don't know why.
Well, he was cool.
Yeah.
Well, he's not as cool as Peter Capaldi. It's Malcolm fucking Tucker.
So,
Tempest to Inferno donation. I'm just trying to get you away from Doctor Who.
Oh, where
Alright.
was
It's a real threat.
there's more
As far
about
as I know, this hasn't happened yet.
No, so the next topic for November is Tempest to Inferno donation. So this is when Doom kind of had a bit of foreshadowing to it. Tempest is now done. It was to be done early February, probably even earlier than that to be honest. Is now disbanded. They are now giving the equipment from Cork's community up to Dublin, and in classic hardened fashion, we have to go collect it. Unfortunately, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only thing is, the
Well,
only
it's not-
reason I've been in Cork for the last 10 years has been to attend a tournament. So we've a problem there.
Yeah, I don't want to go to Cork either.
Guys, is there a lot of equipment there?
Not really. No, I mean,
The
there's a nice
monitors.
tripod that we could use.
I have this Game Boy.
There's a tripod, like, so, yeah, I don't know.
Oh.
So we'll get Cyrus to go over when he comes back.
See,
Japan.
the problem is that I'll travel all over this country, but I'm from Dublin and they want me to go to Cork.
Ugh.
Why would you do that?
No. How about you come up here? It's nice up here.
Yeah, it's in Dublin.
Yeah, we have birds and all. They're grand. Yeah. I don't want to get down there. Go ahead. We'll get challenged by Nephilim and then he'll body me for all my money.
I'm grateful gift horse in the mouth, people.
Yeah.
Free equipment and stuff. Oh, anyways,
There's like 6 or 8
Moving
people
on.
in Tempest. It seems done. I don't know.
that's a shame.
So yeah, that's November done in a hack. You come up to the last month, December, which we had one final event, which was DLC 11.5, half past OS Ultra, December 7th.
I really enjoyed this one. It was just a nice tournament. Fun.
didn't
don't know.
even
I
know
don't
it
think
was
did I
going.
attend it? I probably did. I'm always at these damn tournaments. I missed like maybe 2 this year, so good track record.
There was the BlazBlue explosion continued. There was like a map. There's 26 for this tiny little anime game. Like that's not so tiny anymore. That was good fun, and you will never ever guess what happened in the AE tournament.
You didn't play against Ladno in the finals?
I did.
Oh, you did. Well,
Who won, dude?
No.
Oh,
no wonder you guys keep saying dominance and dominance after Ladno's name. It's Jesus.
I'm kind of dominant. I'm second dominant. Like,
Yeah. Bait is almost as good as Alpha. Like, it's not bad.
I think a shout out for this one has to go. Voa had a matchup with Zinkai and BB, which was Tiger versus Kokonoe, which is effectively a 10-0 matchup. And Voa just made a series of hard reads and eked out the victory. And the video's been up on Reddit, on the BB Reddit, because it's such an unusual thing. Like, but that was really big. And I think Luke won Injustice against you.
Yep.
Nutrients.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Reset the bracket and all.
Yeah. I really enjoyed streaming this one. There was a lot of monsters. It was fun.
Yeah.
uh,
It was enjoyable enough. I wish I got to see the stream more often to talk with them, but
It is becoming one. Like the running of the tournaments has changed so much. Because we're at the end of the year now, I guess I can do a kind of a motivational speech and all that.
get the patriotic music going on.
Yeah. At the start of this year, I didn't have the headphone mics. We were stuck running tournaments in places where we'd have to beg people for equipment at every tournament, and we weren't able to stream. And like the events have become much more well-rounded and fun for me at the end of this year, and a lot less frustrating. And it's really, really cool. And I'm looking forward to next year and kind of pushing things even further and improving them where we can and everything. Looking forward to working with Namcom, maybe ArcadeCon if they want to, and maybe if we can get competitive gaming going just a bit better. Like Ultra might be a really good opportunity for us. So there's lots of cool things on the horizon. So hopefully they'll pan out. So
Yeah.
That's it really.
I look forward to messing with the recording equipment, since I actually am not completely oblivious as to how to use XSplit anymore.
you're
to be
pressing
fair,
loads
though,
of
XSplit's a bit of a rough ball to handle sometimes.
Yeah, but I mean,
Sometimes.
has its moments.
it's not that it was really hard. It's just really intimidating, because it's like I really don't want to fuck up anything. But
I
it's
don't
just
know,
a matter
yeah.
of like, pressing the camera buttons and changing the names.
Sometimes I turn on XSplit and it has a stroke and decides you're not a streamer at all. Turn off the laptop completely. Sick.
Oh well, it could run smoother.
Nutrient. Just a small hint for that. Look up xsplit.core.
Okay.
That's a way of running XSplit that it doesn't run any of the extra crap when it's starting up.
Oh, I'll have a look at that definitely.
Yeah.
Because I
That's
couldn't
what
even use it for this. At the moment, I'm using OBS, which is working wonders.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, it's lovely.
Sweet.
So yeah, that event was fun.
So, final thoughts about the whole year?
Uh,
I can't believe it all happened. Like that, it feels like that was 3 years worth of fucking. Cannes does not seem, less than a year away.
Yeah,
at this
that
point.
seems like it was 2 years ago.
yeah, it really does. Feels like a long time ago. Good year, great experience. Was that it?
Yeah.
Also, anything that we're looking forward to 2014? What's going to be better? What's going to be more amazing?
Well,
Or is
that's-
this the end?
We're gonna have to experience that, but Ultra's looking very
Oh, who
promising.
gives a fuck about Ultra? That's Street Fighter. Anyways.
I'm looking forward to Capcom All Stars, which is
Oh
inevitably
my
going to
god!
be announced.
Please!
I think, actually, genuinely, not to bring everything down, or anything, next year's going to be tough because we've all this YouTube stuff. Because it's going to get worse
Yeah.
next year. We have a lot of the European sponsors are gone. Western Wolves are gone. Watch the Match are gone.
Why is that? Are they suffering just too much, and they're just?
I don't know. I just saw announcements that they were both closing at the end of this year. So
Yeah, I think
Damn.
they're both piecing out. So
yeah. So
I don't know.
there's even Super Arcade in America is struggling. These are money problems, rather than
Yeah, that's the thing. I think it's going to have to turn into, for the love of the game, which doesn't run that sort of stuff.
Yeah, your love
Yeah.
can't can only take you so far.
Yeah. So, like, I mean, I think it's definitely going to be a year of evolution and change. Evil. Definitely going to be a year of change worldwide, not just in Ireland. But, we're all in it for love, so it's not going to make much of a difference for us. We'll still be here.
Yeah, that's that's the name of the game. I want to get more into like recording stuff and uploading again because I'm finding it very difficult to find any time. It's so sad.
If I could do one thing, I don't know if you've noticed, but I did a bit of work for another YouTube channel called arcadeandretro.com.
Okay.
I think one thing that would be really good was if we could all kind of start thinking of working with each other in a kind of, the way that white guy with the glasses does it, where they all pop up in each other's videos.
Yeah, and they would have like categories of other people's work all on the one website.
Yeah, that kind of
Like,
stuff. Like, and we could
Nostalgia
get all
Chick.
the
So kind of like a not symbiotic relationship, but just.
Didn't even Team 4-Star be on that website for a while?
yeah.
I know
Where-
Team 4-Star done like an honest traders video a while ago.
Like that would be something I think would be really great. So like, there's a website you can check out these videos, you can check out my videos, and like then you'd have like a gateway drug video where
We just
say,
put on dive kick all day, all day. Just stream monster. Come on, Spooky.
Fucking genius.
Absolutely, like you said, dive kick is the gateway.
yeah. So that just ideas in my head that we could.
Yeah, I love it. The idea of it, just because it's so simple. Because I think the reason why dive kick is such a good gateway is because it's so simplified, and it's at the very core of it what fighting games are all about, which is combat,
landing that first hit.
land the first hit. Absolutely.
I think that would be a good idea. It's quite an inoffensive way to get people together because it doesn't really change the whole, the way people have to upload on their own channels. It's not amalgamating all the channels into one channel on YouTube. It's amalgamating them all together on a website.
Yeah. So it's not like we're introducing. I'm sure you've encountered them on YouTube. People go, yeah, I have this like community channel. You can all upload your videos, and it'll be great for you.
Yes.
It's like it'll be great for you when you get all the advertising revenue.
If you
Like,
do,
I'm
even
not-
if it does work out, hypothetically.
Yeah. I'm not saying that we should think of doing that, but I do think we should think about working with each other more and helping more. Like you and I already do it effectively. Like,
If there's something going on, there's usually enough communication so that nobody misses out on whatever needs to be done.
but it would be great if like we could involve other
Yeah,
smaller channels.
That's a closed system. Nobody
Yeah,
else is
exactly.
getting on that
So I'll contact P Dog tonight.
stuff. I'll go to his house right now. Give me his number.
The Ryu. I can't talk about it. That Ryu tutorial is interesting. If there's anything I'm looking forward to, I mean, just referring back to the whole channel thing, I hope MCNs go away, which is what they call it now, the multi-channel organization. I think they should go away and it should just be redone from scratch again. I don't think it's working out well at the moment, and just the way the whole system's made up, everyone's like pointing fingers saying this is going on, that's going on, exploitation here and there. That needs to come together, and just like Doom said, the collaboration between everyone is a great idea, just to help each other in the efforts of expanding the audience globally for every hobby or activity we all partake in. Because on the day, they do all come down as hobbies, and we all just do it in our spare time, really.
Absolutely. I think the biggest deciding factor, really, let's not kid ourselves, is whether or not the games are going to come out.
Yeah.
If there's there's Ultra, but that's still another add-on to an existing game. It's going to change up the mechanics quite a bit. But how much more of an effect would it have been if it was like Street Fighter V coming out for Xbox?
Oh yeah,
One?
that's completely different because Street Fighter 5 is what we need. I think Ultra's it's kind of weighing it down a bit. I think I like the idea of an update, but I don't like that it's being prohibited to one system just because the arcade stick systems. You have to buy an arcade stick and play
That sucks too. Absolutely. And I mean, if for example, if if Capcom versus Capcom All Stars came out with the likes of Dante, Phoenix Wright, whatever I'm interested in. If that came out, I would go absolutely 110%, as many videos as possible, like to the max. I'd be so excited about that game.
Even if it didn't have Dante in it, though. You see, I caught you now.
Oh Jesus! I'm waving about while I'm talking, and now my Xbox One is picking up my gestures. Oh Jesus!
Excellent. Xbox.
Xbox
2013 in a
Xbox,
nutshell.
turn off.
Xbox, record that.
No Xbox, don't show them that.
But I just to close all this up together, if there's anything I'm looking forward to, it's just the social experience that we always have, no matter what happens online with the streaming and YouTube and whatnot. It'd be nice if we can all still just come together once a month, like we usually do, and come together to play the games that we truly enjoy and have a passion for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I agree. That's at the heart of it. That's what That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
Meet up with people and play some games and have some fun. So
Good
here's
stuff.
to that.
Cheers to that.
Happy New Year.
Happy
You too.
New Year, indeed. Yeah. So.
May we still survive for a couple more.
What? What are you trying to say? I'm gonna be around here forever playing Killer Instinct. You want to see these combos, man? They're fucking brilliant.
They're ridiculous.
Killer Instinct's gonna be leading this community. Wait till you see.
It could do. It
Absolutely, Killer Instinct all the way. Doom, get ready to plug in my DVR box.
I've got the splitter right here, dude. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, I'm going all in. I'll have Ben carry it like a fucking donkey, and I'll ride on top of him. We'll just
Tell
walk
you what.
into the XGC, hook me up.
One good thing about the Xbox One is how it's using the Kinect for a microphone. And while I personally despise that, it's actually really, really good for us because
Oh god, Xbox is atrocious. It's so big.
it multiplies so many times the likeliness that you're going to get someone screaming over the microphone, really getting angry over your matches.
Oh,
And it's
yeah.
like that's
There's lots
that's
of those.
gold. You know yourself. Yeah, whenever if you're going to have a match and someone gets really angry, they're like it's way more likely that you're going to hear that because for default the Kinect is on
It's up.
and it's recording your voice. That was the first thing I did. I was like, Kinect off. There's no microphone. I don't shout whenever I'm playing, but I don't want to hear someone like
Yeah.
I don't want someone to hear me going. Oh,
Yeah, they're working on it. They'll fix it. So as we tied up to the AE scene, to the Marvel scene, BlazBlue, Soul Calibur, Smash,
and even Tekken.
and even Tekken that day.
You forgot Injustice.
And I was getting to it. Injustice. It's been great playing and sharing experiences with all of you. At the end of the day, it's good or bad fighting games they are all still fighting games in the end of it. And it's good that we can all share our opinions and have fun with them and,
Except
have
for
our
Smash
salty
Brothers.
matches.
Party.
Except for Smash Brothers. It's good that we still have all of our competitive nature to keep the game alive and exciting and hype for everyone to watch. It's not really much to say, really. Just, I don't know, good games.